Come on, it's Friday! You love it, I love it, we all love it. Now, there's been a little bit of tension at LBC Towers the last couple of days. Things have not gone quite as smoothly as perhaps we would want them to do. I had a falling out with Agent Chris on Wednesday over the location of Farnham Common, where I lived from the age of 11 to the age of about 20. I lived there for 9 years. My mother still lives there. I go there at least once a week. Farnham Common is in Buckinghamshire. Farnham, and the common that Farnham has, is in Surrey. They're two different places. Agent Chris did a Sol Campbell for a couple of days. Disappeared. I've been listening to the news. It's a topical joke. I've just written a topical joke there. Thank you. He phoned in from wherever it may be. I don't want to know. Yesterday on Triple M and the day before. He's back. He's back. I can see him now. I'm looking at him. The thing is, Helen behind the glass has been producing the show the last couple of days. No, just twiddling knobs, and she's been producing the show and doing a darn fine job. Now, when Agent Chris came in, he was being all Mr. Big, saying, what do you do, Helen, is? You twiddle the knobs, you're the tech up. That's the easiest job in radio, you know, is it? So, I have made a decision that Helen shall continue producing the show. Agent Chris is now Agent Chris behind the glass, but we'll call him Agent Chris because it confuses things. So basically, Helen is producing it, doing Agent Chris's job, and vice versa. They've swapped over. So if there are any mistakes, if we don't go to the news at the right time, if the jingles are played at the wrong time, if any, that is Chris's fault. Simple as. 0870 9090 973 is the telephone number. We have got, we've made a pre-recorded phone call. In fact, Helen, may I pass you, that young caller there is the chap I think we spoke to earlier on. Is it Osama? That's Osama. Yes, you see, it makes sense now, doesn't it? We've got an excellent phone call that we pre-recorded a little while ago. We're getting you to send in your emails with nominating people you want us to call. We did a brilliant one earlier on. We'll play it in about half an hour's time. I think it's one of the funniest. And the thing is, you're allowed to ask me one question, which I have to answer honestly. It's the best, easily the best question we've ever had. Easily. Now, okay, listen, yesterday as well was a little bit stressful. We had a lot of foolish old people, listening to the show, thinking they heard something, and they didn't, they heard something else. And they phoned in and complained. So today, let's have a nice chilled show. Can we have a chilled show? Let's talk about nice things, okay? Let's talk about nice things. Seal clubbing. Let's make it No, I'm joking, for goodness sakes. Let's not even go there. I want to do some nice things. I say nice things. The first thing I want to mention is that it's a little bit nosy. It's a little bit nosy. Do you ever, when you're walking past houses, do you have a little sort of nosy bonk through the window? Have a little look to see what you can see? Because I tell you what, in the 70s and 80s, everybody had net curtains, didn't they? Everybody had net curtains. They don't seem to have net curtains anymore. Very few people have them. So it means you can walk past a house, and you can look through the window, and you can see pretty much anything. Now, I don't know if it's still there. I've not driven down that road for a while, but there's a road near me, which I used to drive down quite a lot. I can't for the life of me think where it is. I think it's near Crouch End, but I could be wrong. And in the front living room window was a life-size cutout of Arnold Schwarzenegger, the famous motion picture star. I think from the movie Terminator 2. And it was faded. It had obviously been there since Terminator 2 had come out. This was in the front. What a weird thing to display. You quite often see flags of football teams covering windows. Helen behind the glass at the weekend saw a tarantula in a glass. I nearly said a glass cage. That would be insanity. In a glass box, whatever attracts that comes in. I don't quite know what they come in. It's a weird thing. Do you? Well, okay, let's start with the obvious question. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone's front window or bedroom window? 0870 9090 973. And are you one of these people that likes to have a little bit of a nosy through the window? I kind of do. If it's dark and the lights are on and the curtains are open, what that person is saying in that house is, do you know what? It's all right for you to have a look in my house. I don't mind. I remember once looking through a window in Glastonbury, and there on the wall was a very detailed, almost life-size map of Cumbria, for some reason. Do you have a little nosy through the window? And also, does anybody have net curtains anymore? They're a little bit... Can I say the word common? Yeah, I can say they're common. I would like to... Where I am, I'm on the first floor of a house. We've got the top flat. And it's weird, because it's on a kind of slope. If a double-decker bus pulls up outside my house, they can look in and see into my house quite easily. And we haven't even got any curtains at the moment. I'm giving away too much information. I have been naked in the living room. You know when you're in bed and you want to go downstairs and get something? I've done the thing of going into the living room, getting a cushion, putting it over my winky and walking through and getting what I want and escaping. So does anybody have net curtains? There's a good thing, really. And do you put things in your window just to impress people? Just so you know that people are going to walk past and go, oh, look at that. 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. We're talking about looking through people's windows. And have you ever been caught doing it? Do you kind of... we're not encouraging trespassing or spying in any way whatsoever. But do you do it? Do you have a little look through people's windows? 0870 90 90 973. You can email as well, Iain, IAIN, @lbc.co.uk. Jason's in the Merton Park. Hello, Jason.
Hi, young man.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
How you doing, Magic?
Yeah, all right.
Getting on? Doing anything the weekend?
I'm working tomorrow, and then I'm babysitting my little nephew tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, which should be good. He's going to be asleep, though, bless him. But it's the first time that my sister and husband have been out and left him with anyone, so I'm looking after him.
And you've got the task?
I have got the task.
Good God.
Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
I suppose he can't play on the Xbox, can he?
No, he's only 10 months. They haven't got the power to grip or aim a rifle.
Can't you just show him?
I'm kind of tempted to take it round and say, this is what you should be doing, young man.
Take Quake round there.
Oh, yeah, well, there's an idea. But that's that. And then Sunday, yeah, I'm going to be playing computer games. Jason, what's your weekend involve?
Busy tomorrow. I've got to go to Potter's Bar.
Oh, no, that's like going to hell.
Yeah, I know, and I've got to be there for 9 o'clock in the morning.
What's happening in Potter's Bar that's so exciting?
I've got to make some window seats.
Oh. Window seats?
Yeah, for somebody's window.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, I see.
I've got to take patterns, if you see what I mean.
I see exactly what you mean. Patterns, yes.
Yeah, so I've got to do that. I've got to be there.
Yeah.
But the strangest thing, like in people's houses.
So you work with do you work with seats or windows?
No, I'm an upholsterer.
Oh, okay, I see.
Soft furnishing.
Oh, I see. All right, then that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So go on. Yeah, the strangest thing you've seen through someone's window.
It wasn't so much. It was what I picked up that came out of somebody's window.
What? Okay.
It was a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
And when I got it back here and started undoing it, I heard us scurrying round inside.
Oh, already I'm not comfortable with this. Go on.
And so I thought, it's mice. Sometimes you get mice and all sorts. And what it was a 9-inch lizard.
Oh, mate.
Inside.
You're
and
joking.
It didn't belong to the owner.
No!
Yeah, they'd bought it in France, and they'd only had it a week. So this thing had been in there a week already.
Oh, that's hideous.
But then came the problem, because I told them.
Yeah.
Was there only one? Because inside was all eggs and all sorts.
Really? No, yeah. There wasn't, Jason.
There was. It had made a nest inside the actual arm. And there was all eggs, like little eggs, like a little bit smaller than quail eggs.
Did you cook them?
Well, no, they were all empty and what have you, hatched out. But they had to sort the house out, that there wasn't any more in the house.
So they hatched out. Oh, God, this is hideous.
Yeah, so it was quite bizarre. You imagine sort of putting your head inside a chair, and all of a sudden you think it's a toy you're looking at, and suddenly it uncurls and opens its eye and goes...
How'd it go again, Jason? Mate, that is hideous. Thank you for that. Well, that's not quite what we were after, but that's... let's expand it. In that case, what have you seen through people's windows? Thank you, Jason. And what have you found in furniture that people have got from France? Oh, that's a little bit specific, maybe. It's a little bit specific. I don't like any of that kind of, creepy crawlies and stuff. There's an email. Ian, where is it? Ian, what's Chris's forfeit? Well, Chris's forfeit is he's not producing the show anymore. He's driving the desk. So there you go. That is his forfeit for being a cheeky little monkey. 0870 90 90 973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. What have you seen through people's windows? Can we find somebody in London who's got net curtains? Does anybody still have them? You can email as well, Iain, IAIN, @lbc.co.uk. It's time now, though, to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel with Simon Bennett.
Oh, hello. Right, we're looking at delays on the M20 heading coastbound. We've got the road closed because of a fuel spillage, an overturned lorry and some debris that's been shed over the carriageway. It's closed between junctions 10 and 11. That's Ashford South down towards Hyde. It's going to affect freight passengers on the Eurotunnel and also passengers
who might the show.
In dead truth. Fiona's in the Fulham. Hello, Fiona.
Hi.
Hello, you're right.
Now, the reason I'm phoning you is
Yes.
regarding door handles, actually.
What?
The thing is, why are door handles in the posh blocks of flats in the centre of the door? And I find I've moved to a new posh block of flats,
Yes.
where, by the way, nobody has net curtains. I was the only one who had net curtains.
Did you? Was there a hoo-ha when you put your net curtains up?
No, oh goodness me, no, nobody would say anything.
I think if-
nothing was said, but I observed that
You observed.
I was the only one, with
Bit
the
nosy.
net curtains.
I think if you haven't got net curtains up, you're inviting people to look through your window.
Well, I know I don't like it very much, but what I do is I've got big, heavy drapes that I just kind of pull across.
Can I say, Fiona, I really like the way you emphasise the letter H in words like what and why. It's the correct way to spell, and no one does it anymore. So you've... Hang on a second, I can be quite spontaneous here. Hang on a second, hang on. You've won a round of applause. What? Why? Can you say vehicle?
Vehicle?
Yeah, oh, there we go. Can you say, February?
February.
Yeah, you speak proper. Apart from your funny accent.
Really?
Apart from the accent, you speak proper.
Yeah, well, I don't know, my enunciation or something is clear, even though I have the accent.
Yeah, so you can't get rid of the accent, you can't do anything to shake that off?
Well, maybe I could go to elocution lessons and do something about it.
There we go. Indian, there, we got that. Okay, so yes. So you want to talk about knobs?
Yeah, the doorknob, because when I come into our block of flats,
Yes.
the street door has a handle in the centre.
Yes.
And when I'm carrying my shopping, it hits me in the tummy or the side, and I find it very annoying. But on looking around and walking sometimes in the New King's Road in Chelsea.
You are dead swanky, aren't
Well, and I live next door to Chelsea, actually. And
you? To Prince Charles?
sorry?
You live next door to Prince Charles?
No, I don't.
Charles who?
I live in Fulham, actually.
Okay. You're mad, aren't you?
Well, I don't know about that. Probably.
I do. I've got a little meter here that the waivers. If someone mad comes on and it's gone right to the right hand side here, Fiona. You're bonkers.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Well, anyway, I wondered where does this come from? This having the handle in the centre of the door.
But I think I know what you're talking about. But they're quite thick, ornate handles, aren't they?
That's
and
right.
they don't turn though, do they?
They don't know. There's usually a lion. The knocker is you knock on the door with is a lion with a sort of looped thing handle in its mouth, and then you have the letterbox. No, then you have the handle, and then the letterbox is down just a few inches from the ground.
Yes.
So you find that in all.
Why does it worry you?
Well, because I want to know why. I mean, it seems sort of silly having a handle in the middle of the door, doesn't it? Really. But as I say once again, in Chelsea. There was one street I walked along, and it was a very posh street, and every street door had a handle in the middle of the door.
Yes. Yes.
So, why is that? Why in the centre of the door?
We can throw it out to London and see if there's an answer.
Well, I really would be pleased if you could do that, because I've been wondering about that for years.
I kind of hope no one calls in and tells us, but if they do, Fiona, we'll put them on the air.
Okay, then.
Bless you.
Right, I'll be listening.
But please do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There goes the phone. I've not... if anyone phones in to tell us why the handles are in the middle of the door, don't put them to air. Because that sounds like the dullest thing in the world, for God's sake. She was bonkers. Lovely. She spoke proper, but insane. What is going on? People are still going on about these arguments yesterday on the emails. Although Peter is wishing me a peaceful programme and a good weekend. Aren't you good to see your mother at least once a week? Yes, I am. I'm a very good boy. I'm going to take her some shopping on Sunday, probably. Nina's in the Willesden. Hello, Nina.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Nina.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting loads of pictures. Lino sent me a picture. Loads of pictures of net curtains.
Well, actually, Ian, I haven't got any net curtains.
Well, that's odd, because you sound quite common.
I don't have... Do I?
Little bit.
Okay, well, I don't have any net curtains, and the reason for me not having them is not so people like you, Ian, can look in.
Although you'd like me to.
It's like people move out.
People what?
It's like people like me looking out.
But the thing with the net curtain, I remember, although I don't remember it superbly, as I haven't had them for years, is that you can see through net curtains outwards, but you can't see inwards.
Yeah, but not clearly, Ian. I want to have a nice, clear picture of who's walking on my street.
But then you just lift up the net curtain and have a little look.
No, but while I'm sitting there, you know, when there's a...
You're a nosy woman.
Special advertisement on the TV, you're bored of your TV, just look out.
You're a nosy woman, aren't you, Nina?
No, Ian, don't say that.
You are a nosy lady.
No.
Aren't you?
And my kids, just to say, I'm going to pick up my kids, and they love you. Ian, please, 3:45, give them a big shout-out, Nadia and Adil.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, go on, Ian.
I can't go... What? You always give them a shout-out at 3:45?
Yeah, please, go on.
But I won't remember to.
Well, write it down.
What?
Write it down.
But I've got other things to do. I've got to speak to Patrick and Jerry and Steve. I've got to do the emails. I haven't got...
Just say no, hi, Nadia and Adil, and they're going to be in shock.
I haven't got time to do it. I'm doing a radio show.
Ian, go on. I love you.
Nina, no, you're a nosy woman.
No, Ian.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, maybe you might.
Maybe I won't, though. Maybe I definitely won't do it. Blue cheek. 08709090973 is the phone number. We're talking about being nosy, I guess, really. We're kind of talking about net curtains and things like that. But what have you... OK, let's split this into categories. What have you seen through someone's window? Let's find that out, first of all. Have you had a little look? Have you seen something quite shocking? You must have seen, like a couple getting it on or something. I must admit, there's a place where I go on Sunday evenings. I walk down a street. It's I don't know where. It's near Essex Road, and there's one flat that is on the ground floor, and it's two women in there, generally quite scantily clad. They're obviously roommates. There's no sexual, I don't think, thing going on. One's quite fit, one's really ugly, but they're generally quite scantily clad. It's a little bit odd. It's a little bit strange. 08709090973. Jerry's in the Northwood. Hello, Jerry.
Hello there.
Hello, Jerry. What can I do for you?
I think for a minor lack of general knowledge, Chris has been extremely denigrated over the last few days and been off the show.
Yes.
And it's extremely unfair. I mean, do you know everything?
Pretty much, Jerry, yes. But the point is, it wasn't so much...
Farnham or Farnham is an easy mistake.
No, it's not, mate.
Anybody could make it, and I don't care.
No, Jerry, you're wrong. You're wrong. Now, Agent Chris is being punished because he got that wrong, because he was rude to me on the air, because he was rude to me off the air, because he didn't come into work for 2 days.
Yeah, but the two calls, the specialist that the only call I heard yesterday, which was supposed to be Agent Chris, was not Agent Chris, because he didn't have a Welsh accent.
Agent Chris phoned in yesterday. You're defending someone. You don't even know who you're defending.
Didn't have a Welsh accent
you don't even know... Do you know everything, Jerry?
I know that Agent Chris has a Welsh accent, and what you would...
Stay there, I'm going to do this!
Your chance to win a... The Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show, formerly known as the 3 hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Jerry's gone. He's arguing. I know what Agent Chris sounds like. He phoned up yesterday. He had a Welsh accent. Obviously, his Welsh accent isn't as good as mine, because I'm brilliant at doing the accents. Well, please, I'm not. Let's just relax. Hello, Helen. You're doing an excellent job. Thank you. Let's just try and have a nice, relaxed, chilled show. After the fight fest that was yesterday, it's the weekend. Let's ease ourselves into the weekend with some good old-fashioned chat. What have you seen through windows? Where's a good place for me to go on holiday on my own, please? We'll find out after the news.
Of the 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Well, there's an email from James Riley saying, can you do the emails now, please? I'll do some of them now if you want me to, James. Why were you sending me that? Ian, when I was younger... We're asking what you've seen through people's windows, by the way. When I was younger, the neighbour opposite worked for an advertising agency. He had on his front windowsill the large packet of Wrigley's spearmint gum that the girl carried under her arm in the TV advert. The thing is, I was sure it contained massive sticks of gum, but never had the guts to ask him in case he thought I was a Burke. Rick from the south of Croydon. Well, you are a Burke. Of course, wouldn't have gum in there, you damn fool. Ian, my daughter and I always look through people's windows, especially when it's dark. Yesterday, a family was sitting down having a meal. They know they're exposed. I have blinds and they're always shut, says Anne in the Croydon. Very quickly, Lucy from de Camberwell says, Ian, I went with a friend to peer through the window of a house that was for sale, that was meant to be empty. We pressed our noses against the window and found there was an entire family sitting in the living room staring back at us. We both screamed and ran away. Well, that's just craziness. That's just darn crazy. What have you seen through people's windows? No one has net curtains anymore. Only common people have net curtains. But if you don't have net curtains, it's an open invitation for people to look through your window. I think it's even acceptable to go up. I'm not condoning trespassing. That's naughty, that's bad. I think it's acceptable to walk up to the window and have a little nosy peek through. If they've not got net curtains, basically they're saying, have a look at all the stuff we've got. Got really good telly, got, loads of good... Have a look. That's what they're saying. Do you think I'm right? 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. I'm sure I'm right on this. Also, today's show may be a little bit messier than normal because Agent Chris is no longer the producer. He's what we call the technical operator, the tech op, while Helen is producing the show and doing an excellent job. Osama's in the car. Sholton, Osama.
Hello. Hi, Ian.
Hey, man, how's it going?
And, after when you give me a call...
Yes. Now,
I was a bit embarrassed.
You were embarrassed?
Yeah.
Let me explain. Osama, let me explain what's happened, okay? This is a young fella I called up about an hour ago where we're doing this thing where people can nominate a friend or a relative to receive a phone call from me, and that I will call them up, we'll have a little chitty chat, and they're allowed to ask me one question, any question they want. Osama, do you want to hear the phone call back?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is what happened when we phoned...
It was a nasty one, yeah?
It was nasty one, what?
Yeah, I think so.
It wasn't that nasty. This is what happened when we phoned Osama up about an hour ago.
Who's that?
Hey, is that Osama?
Yeah.
Hey, man, how's it going? You alright?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, Hassan has told... This is Iain Lee on LBC 97.3. He's given me your phone number.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you at school?
Yeah.
Are you in a lesson right now?
Yes, I am.
What lesson are you in?
Math.
Oh, maths is so boring!
So it's Iain Lee from radio station. You want to speak to? No. What's that? I'm your teacher. Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yep.
You've got to go.
Huh?
You've got to go, have you?
No, I can speak to you.
Oh, well, very quickly, because you're in... What are you learning in maths?
Oh, well, I think bull...
Okay, well, that's something. Osama, have you got a question you want to ask me?
What question can I ask you?
Where's the teacher gone?
Number.
What?
What's the fifth prime number?
What's the fifth prime number?
Yeah.
That's the one question you want to ask me, is it?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay, the fifth prime number is... Hang on a second, I can work this out. It's 11.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Thank you very much, Osama. Bye-bye. And that was the question he chose. That's the question you chose to ask me. So, Osama, we've had people asking how much you get paid. You can ask anything. You've asked me the fifth prime number, you fool.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think I'm a big fool, and I'm a bit embarrassed why I asked you that stupid question. You know, I should have asked you a much better one.
You should have asked me a much better one.
Yeah, and that's why I'm a bit embarrassed. I'm a bit shocked.
You are very embarrassed, and you're shocked. You're a fool, Osama, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct to think that.
Nah, but, I think it was your fault as well.
What? How was it my fault, you cheeky...
Because, no, hang on. Don't you know what time school closes?
No.
No, it's 3:15 normally.
I don't know that. I didn't know you were at school. Well, the email I received just said, call my mate Osama. He'll ask you a really good, embarrassing question.
Yeah, well, I know that. That wasn't a question which I was going to ask.
What you should have... Osama, you should have... Listen, here's my tip for you, young man.
Yeah.
Switch your phone off in maths and don't cheek your teacher.
No, you know what? I didn't...
He sounded like a nice man.
No, he was. I think I don't like him, actually.
Well, don't tell me his name, but he sounded like a nice fellow.
Nah.
Don't cheek your teachers.
No, you know what I was thinking? I was waiting for an emergency call from home, and it was your call. That's why I attended it.
Don't blame that. That's not my fault, mate.
Oh,
okay, what question would you like to have asked me?
I'll probably... I can't think about one.
Yeah, because you're a fool.
No.
Osama, you're a good sport, mate.
Okay,
Take care, fella. Bye-bye. That's a good question. What's the fifth prime number? Good question. Darn good question. I'm chuffed that I remembered what a prime number is. I think I did, anyway. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. We're being nosy today. When is it all right to have a look through people's things? I think it's all right to look through people's windows if they haven't got net curtains. If they haven't, it's more than acceptable to go up to the front window and have a little look through. That peering thing, and you're peering through. That's it. We've all done that, haven't we? We've all wanted to do that. That's fine, isn't it? Can anyone tell me that that's not all right to do that and that you haven't been tempted? And we're not saying, go and break the law. We're not condoning trespassing. We're just saying we've all been tempted to have a little look through someone's window or through someone's things. 0870 9090 973. Tell me I'm wrong. You know I'm right. You know I'm right on this one. No one can take the contradictory standpoint on this. It's always okay. It's always tempting And we've all done it, to have a little look through someone's window. Moksha's in the Pearly. Hello, Moksha.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, how's it going?
It's all right.
Osama was a fool, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yes, never mind. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I have to agree with you. I think you can look in.
Yep.
Especially if they haven't got any curtains or anything.
As long as I'm not saying steal anything or break anything or vandalise or scare anybody. It's just if the window's there, you might as well have a little look through.
Yeah, might as well.
Have you ever done it, Moksha?
Yes, personal experience. A few years back, I went to my cousin's house in Crawley.
Yep.
And they've got like big houses, and people there don't really have curtains and stuff.
Yeah.
So, because we were getting bored, we thought we'll go to the park.
Of course.
On our way there,
yes,
we walked past this house, and you could see there were two guys there and a woman.
Yeah.
She kissed this guy goodbye, and whilst we were still walking past, he left.
Yes.
And then we went to the park. We were there for about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we obviously thought we'll make our way back home.
Of course you do. You got bored. Well, what's there to do at the park these days for young people? Nothing.
Not much, no.
Boring.
Yeah, so as we walked past the same house again,
yeah,
we looked in, and this other guy and that woman were on the couch.
Well, kissing, of course, is what we mean. With another man?
Yes, and they were fully...
Oh, yay! Hey, well, that's not very nice, is it? Well, the moral there, Moksha, is everyone should have a net curtain.
Yes, they should, but the worst thing is that they actually saw us looking in, and it didn't stop them. They just carried on.
Wow, that's very naughty. So, have you got net curtains in your house, Moksha?
Yes.
And so that no one can have a little nose through?
No, where we live,
yeah,
quite a lot of people don't have them.
Yeah.
Because it's quite a nice area, and I don't know, it's nice.
Are you saying that your family's a bit common?
No.
No, okay.
Anything but common.
Contract, you do sound very posh.
All right. Okay.
It has to be said. Moksha, listen, thank you very much for that. 08709090973 is the phone number. It's nearly the weekend. I forgot to do this points thing. Do you think the bosses will be all right to let us do it next week? That should be all right, shouldn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit. I shouldn't really. I won't mention it. But there's a points system that's been introduced here, and I should have done it today. But I'll have to do it Monday. Do you know what I mean? The bosses can stuff it. I'm doing it Monday. I'm not doing it now because we won't get the required points. Richard's on the mobile.
Hi there, Ian. Listen,
yes.
It's going to be quick because I'm driving and it's not a bit naughty.
Yeah.
Your head is full of net curtains, mate. I'm a maths teacher.
Yeah.
And you just told Osama off about the fifth prime number, didn't you?
No, not about... I didn't tell him off about...
number? Well, you told me it was a silly question. And you answered 11, didn't you?
Yeah.
The fifth prime number is 7, mate.
Oh, mate. Well, he did... I don't know. So what? Tell me what they are, then.
1, 2, 3, 5, and then 7.
Oh, I didn't include 2.
Unlucky, mate.
Unlucky.
Right, I've got to go. Got to dash.
But Richard, I didn't tell him...
Turns out your head.
Richard, I didn't tell him off.
You told him it was a silly question, but it was a good question.
It was a silly question to ask in that feature.
Well, maybe so, but you've got to get you, mate.
You're
the nation right on that one.
Richard, you're a teacher, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I don't like you. You remind me of the nasty, smug teachers I used to have at my school who want to get the last word in and then nip off because they're cowards and they can bully people.
I'll tell you what, write it out 25 times.
I shall do it, sir.
Fifth prime number is 7.
Thank you, sir.
I want it on Monday.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, he reminds me of the slimy teachers. Do you know the slimy ones? I don't know. Well, I got it wrong. Is it 7? Is 2 a prime number? 2 you can divide. 2's not a prime... Is 2 a prime number because you can divide 2? Because... 087... OK. Who's this? Amia?
Hiya.
Amaya?
Yep.
What's the 5th prime number?
It's 7.
Oh, flipping... But you can divide 2!
Yeah, but prime numbers are numbers you can only divide by 1 in itself.
Oh, I did... Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. But at least you're telling me in a more polite way than that rude teacher.
Yeah. It's not your fault. I used to always forget it, but you get used to using it now.
OK, so what's the 6th... 11 is the 6th prime number?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man, I'm gutted.
And then the next one will be 13.
It's still a silly question to ask me.
I don't know. It's one that tricks lots of people out.
Yeah, but the point of that feature is that he can ask me anything he wants about me, and he's asked me what the 5th prime number is.
It did catch you out, though.
But it's not meant to catch me out. It's meant to ask a revealing question that I have to answer truthfully.
Maybe.
Amaya, thank you very much. Hannah?
Yeah?
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Hannah, what can I do for you?
I just realised when listening to the radio that 1 isn't actually a prime number. So the 5th prime number is actually 11.
Come on! Really? Why isn't 1 a prime number?
Because a prime number is a number that's divisible by 1 and itself.
Yeah.
So 1 is only divisible by 1,
And
so 1 isn't a prime number.
But itself is 1 as well.
Yes, but it's divisible by 1 and itself.
Yeah.
And 1 is only divisible by 1.
And it's also divisible by itself, which is 1.
But that doesn't count, because it's the same thing.
Well, exactly, but itself is 1.
I know that, but I definitely know that 1 isn't...
Is 1, Hannah, is 1 divisible by itself?
Yes.
Is 1 divisible by 1?
Yes, but they're the same thing.
But then it's a prime number.
No! A prime number is divisible by 2 things, 1 and itself.
Yeah, well, is 1, I'll ask you again. Is 1 divisible by 1?
Yes.
Is 1 divisible by itself?
Yes.
There we go, it's 2 things. Doesn't matter, they're the same.
Thing. No, I go to a private school, and we've been doing this recently, and I definitely know that 1 is not a prime number.
Would you say for me, Hannah, my name is Hannah, and the 5th prime number is 11?
Yes, my name is Hannah, and the 5th prime number is 11.
Hannah, thank you very much for that. Let's get the latest travel news now from the LBC Travel Room with Simon Bennett.
Thank you very much. We're looking at delays on the M20.
There we go, the whole prime number.
Delays on the M20 coastbound between Junction...
Oh, Nadia and Adil is a big shout-out. Now, sorry, if you may have heard me speaking over the travel news, that's because Agent Chris is controlling the desk, and he's not doing a very good job. It's the easiest job to do in the world, isn't it? Oh, it's easy, isn't it? Helen behind the glass, if we can get that teacher's phone number, there was a stroppy teacher who phoned up about 5 minutes ago. If you've still got his number and didn't throw it away in disgust, get him on the phone. I want a word with him. Because this... Oh, is it? But let me leave a message for him. Let me leave a message for him. He's going to answer phone because he's not answering because he knows he's wrong. Here we go. Hello, Richard. This is Iain Lee on London's LBC 973. You just called up and lied to London by saying that 7 is the 5th prime number. I'm afraid you're wrong. 1 isn't a prime number. I've got proof. So, up your bum. Quick, come off. Quick. 1 isn't a prime number. Oh, hang on. Burley's closed down on me here. Shall I be worried? Oh, it's open here. 1 isn't a prime number. Everybody's emailing in. Chris is emailing in. David. Chris is saying that 1 is a prime number. Daniel's saying it isn't. Stuart is saying that it's not a prime number. Paul is saying it. Another Paul is saying it. Ian, this is great. Ian, 1 is not classed as a prime number. The list starts at 2, so the slimy teacher was wrong. I suspect he taught PE and had ideas above his station. He should go back to ushering kids into the showers. 1 isn't a prime number, so I'm right. Thank you. I think, although I could do with a little bit more evidence to back me up. It was stroppy, so-and-so, wasn't he? Paolo's in the Heathrow.
Hello.
Hello, Paolo.
What a can of worms you open there, eh?
Oh, well, yeah. Who'd have thought that prime numbers could provoke such provocative and inventive debate?
Isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Listen, the reason I ring...
Yes.
And before I should say good afternoon to you anyway.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
So rude. Clive always been talking about a dog or something about 2 doors down. What was it all about?
Oh, did you hear it?
No.
What he had some fella, I think he was called Ian by coincidence, who phoned up, I can't believe I'm doing this, and said, I'll tell you what, Clive, tomorrow I'm going to tell you a story about the dog 2 doors down from me. Okay? So everyone's listening the next day. It was a gimmick, it worked. Everyone's listening the next day. The guy phoned up the next day, Clive, I can't talk, I'm at work, I've got a delivery coming, but tomorrow I will tell you about the dog that lives 2 doors down from me. Everyone listens the next day, and it was just a really rubbish joke, Paolo.
Yeah, I thought you was.
Yeah, it was a really bad joke.
I thought you was, but the way Clive was telling you, it was all about you.
Well, what?
I think that's the way he was selling it. He was selling it, it was all about Ian Gleam's dog 2 doors down.
No, not my dog, it was another Ian Paolo.
Oh, was it?
But Clive didn't know it was going to be a bad joke. I'm campaigning, and I'm going to send Clive an email later on to get this other Ian blacklisted for the rest of the year, because I think he wasted a lot of people's time. He's very naughty.
Isn't it?
Isn't it just? It wasn't my dog. I haven't got a dog.
And tell that teacher to go back to school.
He's wrong, isn't he?
He's wrong.
Paolo, you're a legend. Thank you very much. Annabelle's in the Woodford. Hello, Annabelle.
Hello, Ian.
Hey, Annabelle. What's the 5th prime number?
11.
You know it makes sense, girlfriend.
Exactly, I've had a maths lesson today.
And so you know that?
Yeah.
That teacher was too cowardly to answer his phone, and that makes me mad. Everybody's emailing in. Matthew says number 1 is an exception and not classed as a prime number.
Yeah.
Your current caller is correct. 1 is not a prime number because it only has one factor. Yeah, we go. Yeah, I'm right. Anyway, Annabelle, what can I do for you?
Oh, you're talking about if you look through windows and what you see.
Yes.
Well, I was walking in Hampstead once.
Yes.
Because he was going on a picnic in a park.
Yeah.
And my mum's friend told me that it was Jonathan Ross's house.
Uh-oh.
And he has a big blue front room with bold navy stripes.
Hang on a minute. So hang on. You are going to describe to us Jonathan Ross's living room.
Yeah.
I think we can do this legally because I think we can. Annabelle, tell us what you saw.
So I've said about the walls. I think there was like a green carpet.
Ah!
And it's and there was a doll's house in there, and a few brightly coloured.
How did you know this was Jonathan Ross's house?
Because my mum's friend had seen him walk out there one day.
What's the 1,000th prime number, Annabelle?
I don't know.
It's 7,919.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I just worked it out while you were talking. Sorry.
And also, it's really horrible how people are being really mean about you on the radio.
Did you hear it yesterday?
Yeah.
Everyone was phoning up to have a go at me.
Yeah, there's no point. You're the best on the radio anyway.
Annabelle, I love you. What are you doing this weekend? Anything exciting?
I'm going dancing and I'm going around my friend's house.
Hey, nice. Well, have a lovely time. Thank you very much for that. I feel like I've been inside Jonathan Ross's house. Ian, go and ask Jeeves and ask the question, for God's sake. Then we can settle this argument and get on to something more interesting. Well, Sue, yeah, Jeeves doesn't know anything, though. So, all right, hey, listen, there's no need to email me any more about the prime numbers. But thank you very, very much. Everyone, hang on, let me just quickly go through these. 1 is definitely not a prime number. David is saying that. Stephen is saying that. Jamie is saying that. Gracie Lee's, okay. Chris. Okay, right, for no more about the prime numbers. Thank you. Nadia's in the Willesden.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Nadia.
How are you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving me and my brother a shout out.
Oh, no, you're not. You're the Nadia.
Oh, yeah, I'm the Nadia.
And how's Adil? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Your mum phoned up and she was going, oh, give Nadia and Adil a shout out. God, you got to do it because I'm picking them up, and if you don't do it, you're a horrible man, and we'll make sure we're going to go and listen to Danny Baker, and we'll hate you and stuff like that. Oh, was she? Oh, well, in that case.
You know, you sounded like a maths teacher when you said it.
Yeah, didn't I just? Now, Nadia.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ian, that I've actually got written proof in front of me that 1 is a prime number.
What?
I was looking through my revision book, actually, mathematics.
That 1
is a prime number.
That 1 is a prime number?
It is a prime number.
How do you know that?
You have to ring the maths teacher and apologise because it's in my revision book.
No, but did you write it down?
No.
It's actually printed?
Yeah, it's printed.
Well, how come I'm getting so many emails from people saying that 2 is the first prime...
But I'm revising it, though.
Nadia, you're revising it wrong. 1 is not a prime number.
It is.
1 isn't. 1 isn't.
Ian.
It isn't.
Okay. Well, you need to look for the...
yeah, and you're going to fail your maths. You're going to fail your maths and you'll
I
never...
am failing.
Well, there you go, you see. That's why 1 is not a prime number.
Afternoon Weather Show.
Right, who has sent me this? Someone has just sent me, this is, JS, I think. Sent me the funniest page on the internet. Go to eBay. If you've got a computer, go to eBay, type in broken pencil. Someone's selling a broken pencil. Sadly, no photograph is yet available for 11 pence. Pencil, 1, broken. No photo, but will supply signed certificate of authenticity. This is the only broken pencil currently in my ownership. Bid with confidence. If this item is purchased by a foreigner, I will require payment in real currency. So get down to your bank and have them convert into pounds sterling. And then there's all these questions. Do you have any broken pens or rubbers for sale, or is it just the pencil? Are you a pencil dealer, or is this a one-off sale? I've been accused of many things in my life, but this is the first time that this most heinous insult has been cast upon me. Pencil dealer! It's very funny. Amethyst, behind the curtains. Hello, Amethyst.
Hi, I wanted to say, that once I had a friend over in my house.
Yeah?
And I went to the toilet and I came back and she pulled out all my drawers and...
What?
She was looking in my cupboard and everything.
Why was she doing that?
I don't know, but she's done it before and before she stole out my house quite a few times.
Well, she sounds like the sort of friend you shouldn't be hanging out with, Amethyst.
I know, I've stopped being friends with her.
Well done, you.
my friend even, my mum even caught her stealing something in her pocket when she was leaving the house, but she didn't really want to say anything because her mum and dad were there, and it's sort of like embarrassing because they're friends as well.
Yeah, well, Amethyst, I'd be very careful who you invite over to your house.
Yeah, I will.
But thank you very much for that, Amethyst. Now, Helen behind the glass, as producer, what? I should have received a parcel today. It's not here. Would you be able to check with the post room to see if it's arrived? Is that possible to do that for me? I know that.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Excellent stuff. Helen and Chris have swapped roles. It's a little bit confusing, but that's part of the job, is to check this parcel that should have arrived here. Mandy's in the Crouch End.
Hello.
Amethyst? 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 We finished with you. Put your phone down. There, she's gone. Mandy.
Hello there.
In the Crouch End.
In Hatch End, actually.
Hatch End. Hatch End. Where's Hatch End?
In Harrow, near Harrow, Pinner.
Okay.
I can be posh and say Pinner, but I'm really Hatch End.
Well done you for being honest with me. You've got net curtains, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
What channel are we on?
Pardon?
Who's that shouting what channel in the background?
Oh, my son.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, upstairs, running away upstairs.
Yeah, good. Now, yes, Mandy.
Right, maths teacher says that 2 is a prime number because it has 2 factors. That is the definition of a prime number.
Right.
Must have 2 factors, so 1 can't be because it doesn't have 2 factors.
And you're a maths teacher?
I am indeed.
And you said, the thing is now, if you'd been teaching me maths, I'd have done well. You're not as smug as that horrible bloke who phoned up earlier.
I'm not having you slagging off maths teachers, I can't.
No, I'm not I'm only slagging off the smug, nasty ones. You sound delightful.
Thank you very much.
Could you offer me private lessons?
I would love to, if you can make me laugh like you do every day.
Yeah, that might not be possible, as I have a team of monkeys that write this nonsense for me. Well, there we go. 1 is not a prime number. If you're being taught it is, you're learning incorrectly. We're still looking through people's windows. Agent Chris and Helen think I need a holiday. I'm not convinced by it. Should I go on one? Take your calls after this. There we go. Now, hang on a second. Sorry. Yes, enough of the emails. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everybody who's emailed in. 1 is not a prime number. Okay? 1 is not a prime number. It can't be. How do I... Okay. I've got to send an email. I'm going to send an email. How do I... What's the email address for the post room? Is there an email? Post? That's not... No, that's not come up with anything. That would automatically come up with something, wouldn't it? No, you're not pressing the button to speak to me. I know this is not very good radio, but stuff. Just this young chap is convinced that this package should have arrived for me today. I can't hear you. You've got to press a button to talk to... This is Chris, by the way, who's... Helen and Chris have swapped jobs. Josh? Okay. No. That him? That's... Okay, hang on a second. Hello. Okay. Sorry. Margaret in the Berkhamsted?
Yes, hello.
Margaret, very quickly, I'm just sending an email. 1 second, I do apologise.
Okay,
hang on.
That's all right.
Hello, Josh. A parcel should have... this is really, really rude, I know. Arrived for me today. Do you have it down there? Ian, and put a kiss, because that's nice to do that. We'll send that off. OK, let's see what happens. Now, Margaret, hello.
Oh, hello, Ian.
Yes.
I'm just ringing to say I think your show is fantastic.
No, that's very kind of
I'm
you.
an elderly lady coming up to 82,
Didn't ask.
and I laugh from beginning to end. I was very, very sad yesterday about the whole thing, but I think your jokes about the elderly people, it's tongue-in-cheek.
Well...
You don't mean them. I'd love to have you for a grandson. I really would.
Oh, I'd love to have... I don't have any grandparents now. I'd love to have you as my grandmother.
OK.
Could you adopt me as a grandmother? Does that work?
I would, yes, indeed.
Well, where do we get the papers from? Because I'm genuine about this, Margaret. I want a grandmother again. I want it to be someone... Do you make cakes?
Well, I don't now, Ian. I used to, but... I'm afraid I sit back now and enjoy.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Time and...
I would bring you cakes if you were my grandmother.
Oh, well, that's lovely. But we'll keep in touch, Ian.
Listen, will you call in any time you want, Margaret? And if your name comes up on the screen, you can jump the queue and come straight on air.
Oh, bless you. That's lovely, Ian.
What are you doing this weekend, Margaret? Anything nice?
No, nothing this weekend.
A nice lazy weekend.
Yes, lazy weekend.
Excellent stuff. Well, listen, thank you for your kind call.
Yes, and. All the best, Ian.
Lots of love.
Lots of love to you too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nicest call we've had this week. Easily the nicest call we've had this week. Isn't that nice? After all of the shenanigans of yesterday, the shouty shenanigans that we had yesterday. I don't know if you missed yesterday's show. It all started off so well. We were getting rid of rounds in pubs. Agent Chris wasn't here. Helen was in charge. It was going superbly. And then there was an obnoxious backlash. People just went mental. Ah, dear. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about something here. I should really kind of redress... Oh! Before I bring up the topics, every day, 5:38, we have a daily correspondent update. Where are the correspondents? They've not called in yet. Next week, 3 of you are going to get the sack. Because this is not good enough. The correspondents, if you don't know, there's a list on the LBC website that tells you who exactly they are. But I have correspondents covering 60 different topics. They can be specific or quite vague. And they phone him. And every day we have a short little update from them, a little factet that we get from them. They've been a little bit slack at getting in touch with me, it's got to be said. So I do want 2 correspondents on the telephone. 0870 90 90 973. This is for the 5:30. If you want to guarantee that you don't get the sack next week, you better give us a call now. OK, that's that put out. And I'm getting peed off, LBC'd off, that I have to keep putting this plea out. That I'm not getting... people should be volunteering to come in. Oh, this is a dilemma, isn't it? This is a dilemma taking place here. OK. When have you looked through people's windows? What have you seen through people's windows? Do you agree with me that if they don't have net curtains, open season? It's open season. You can go and have a look through. Simple as. Have you done that? Have you had a little sneaky peek through someone's window? What have you seen them doing it? We've already had one young person who saw a couple kissing. I think they were doing a little bit more than that, let's just say. And does anybody have net curtains? We had a brilliant picture of a man, I can't remember who it was now, and his net curtains. It was a very amusing picture, and I've lost it now. Was it? Oh, it wasn't Marty, I don't know. We've lost in the sea of prime numbers. 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. Also, Agent Chris thinks I need to go on holiday. He thinks I'm getting, because of the show yesterday, he thinks I'm getting a little bit stressed out. I haven't had a holiday. I didn't have a holiday at all last year. Didn't really work that much last year. I only worked at weekends for most of it. But I've been doing this for 4 months now. And should I have a break? The thing is, because of with Fifi working and stuff, I'm probably going to go on holiday on my own. Can you do that? That's quite sad, isn't it? To go on holiday on your own. That's quite sad. That's quite sad. Well, can I do that? I don't want to go on a cruise. Well, I don't want to go on a cruise. 0870 9090 973. Where should I go on holiday? Can I go on holiday on my own legitimately? Chris, stop messing around with the lights in there. Seriously. When Helen runs the desk, the lights stay at a level that I can see everybody. We'll just let go. Don't touch those buttons. Where would be a good place for me to go on holiday on my own? City break or beach holiday? You can't do a beach holiday on your own, can you? It's quite dangerous. That sand can burn you. 0870 90 90 973. Agent Chris bunked off to Liverpool, it turns out, for the last couple of days. He's told me not to go there. It's freezing cold. It's miserable. And it's only good if you like the Beatles in a naff form. Now, I like the Beatles, but not in their naff form. I like them in their best form. I need a break. But I don't want to I've done this before in jobs. You take a week off work, but you don't go anywhere. So you're just at home. And then, by the 3rd or 4th day, you think, I'm going to pop into work, see what everyone's doing. I'm not doing that. If I take a week off, I want to have a holiday. Otherwise, goddammit, I'm going to work straight through. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. More of your calls after a wee bit of this.
My knickers are knackered, I see with much.
Why does Chris want you to take a holiday? The word on the street is he's planning a coup. Watch your back. Says Stephen in the Chester. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit tired. I could do with a break. It'd be nice to have a week off. I'm going on holiday on your own. That is sad. It's not a very good thing to do, surely. Any suggestions? 0870 90 90 973. Chris is in the Cheshunt.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Is it Cheshunt?
It's Cheshunt.
Cheshunt.
It's pronounced as Cheshunt.
Yes, I know.
Listen, Ian.
Yes. Yes.
Yesterday, I've been listening to LBC for a long time, and I don't normally call in, but I tell you what, yesterday I couldn't even get through. I was desperate to call and back you up.
Hey, mate, thank you.
What's wrong with these people?
Oh man, we had a lot of idiots calling yesterday.
What is wrong? They clearly don't get you. They listen, but they don't get you.
Yeah.
Clearly, if they listened to you and understood what you were saying, they wouldn't get so upset. They just haven't got a clue, and it really wound me up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, if you're not here in a year's time, there's going to be trouble.
Chris, I don't know about a year's time. Give it 6 months.
No. You're going to be around a long time. You're going to be long after that. No, I just wanted to say it really wound me up. And for all those people who are listening, who have, got a bone, got some, needle with you, tell them just turn off, please. Because there are people out there, and there are lots of us who enjoy listening to you, and it's just, we just don't care about them.
Chris, you're a top fella, mate. Thank you very much for that.
No problem, man.
Thank you very much. I've had a lot of lovely emails as well, a lot of rude emails as well. If you missed yesterday's show, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there were a lot of people phoning up, having a go at me. And it was, it was good fun. It was easy, but the problem was they weren't very good at arguing. That's where it fell down, is that none of them actually knew what their argument was. So, it wasn't, there was no real argument because I just destroyed them quite easily. They were idiots, they had very weak points, they didn't really know what their issue was. They didn't like the show, and they wanted to have a pop at me. But they pretended that they actually had another reason for it was just silly. Very, very silly. But thank you to all the lovely emails I've had, which have made me feel a lot better. Thank you. The cabbie formerly known as Steve.
Good afternoon, Iain Lee.
Hello, cabbie formerly known as Steve.
And good afternoon. Can I call you Iain Lee, or should you want me to call you Magic?
You call me Iain Lee today. Magic Alex is a name I use just at weekends now.
Oh, right.
Yes, and you're a regular listener to the show and to LBC, aren't you?
I am.
Have you noticed all of the mistakes that Agent Chris has been making, Steve?
Oh, it's much better now that Helen's the producer, isn't it?
Well, the show's better, but the content, I think, is much better. We're kind of really cranked everything up a gear. But Chris is doing Helen's old job, and he's firing the jingles off at the wrong time, and earlier on when the news was still being done, he fired off the travel jingle. It's just... This is LBC, for God's sakes. It's better than this.
Well... He's got the needle about something.
Yeah, well, he's got the needle. The fact that he's not the producer of this show anymore. He snoozed, he loosed.
So, does he lose any money for that, then?
Yes, he will. He'll take a substantial pay cut.
And Helen's getting more money?
Helen will get more money, so I'll certainly make sure to that, yes.
So Helen's getting a lot of money?
Well, no, not... The phrase, a lot of money, could not be associated with this station. Apart from, of course, the big quiz with Gary King.
Absolutely, that was exciting, wasn't it? She nearly won 100 grand, eh?
She nearly did.
Nearly. That was exciting, wasn't it? I found it exciting.
It was exciting.
It was exciting.
Yeah. Are you any good at quizzes, Steve?
Football quizzes.
Football quizzes?
Football quizzes.
Okay, who won the FA Cup in 1963?
1963 was Leicester City.
Was it really?
No.
You could
have... sounded good.
It did sound good. You could have had me then. Steve, what can I do for you? You've called in for a reason. It's not just to slag off Agent Chris, is it?
Well, one of the reasons was... But if you want another reason,
yeah, go on.
Another reason, yeah. Someone down our road, no curtains on the window, got one of these massive plasma televisions.
Oh, dirty.
When I say big, I mean big.
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago, I had a few friends over, come round to watch the football, watching Sky, saw the first half, all good and everything. Second half, my Sky telly went.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely just went, and we want to see the second half. So we all quickly legged it down the road, sat outside his house, watching it on his plasma telly.
But, so, how did he not know you were watching it?
Oh, he did. He banged on the window, so, he got a bit annoyed when we asked him for 7 cups of tea and 1 cup of coffee.
Steve!
What?
Steve, it's...
Who's that?
Your brother.
My brother?
Is this Steve? It's Colin.
God dear me. God, you come down in the world listening to this radio station. I thought you had a bit of taste.
Is it you, Steve?
It is me, Steve.
No, shut up. Is it you or not?
Well, how can I prove it to you?
When are you coming over to me? What day? March?
I don't know. Sometime in March. March, I can't remember.
You are? Victoria's there. Okay, sir. Yeah, it's me. What's your wife's name?
Morel.
Oh, bloody hell. It's my brother.
God, don't tell everybody. I don't boast about those sort of things.
Yeah, listen, no, I'll tell you, I've just started work, and unfortunately I've got him through to Iain Lee, because he does, I like his show, I've got to be honest, it's different. It is very different. He gets me going, it gets me through the traffic.
It's rubbish. His show is probably the worst show on the radio.
Yeah, but I've got to say that, in case, I might be banned like that, those couple of the other guys.
Well, no, I must tell you, mate, it has got better since Agent Chris isn't producing it, that I must say.
Right, now the schmooze is over. March the 12th you're coming over, because Hadley goes away the week after to Israel.
Very nice.
No, your son is... Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no,
very nice. Listen, I'll give you a call after 6 o'clock, because it's a free phone call.
Righto.
Yeah, you know, after 6 o'clock, I'm meeting Smelly for lunch tonight. Well,
Oh, my God. How can you sit next to that Smelly?
Well, he's the only person who wants to sit with me. It could be worse than Iain Lee.
That's very true. That I can understand.
Listen, before I go, how's work?
Don't even ask.
Right, okay. There's a taxman listening.
Well, I don't think many people listen, do they?
No, that's true. Listen, I'll let you go, because it's cost me 40 pence a minute. God forbid I should pay 40 pence a minute. Take care. And say hello to everyone. And I saw, what's his name, Victor, the other day. He's done 10 hours, still owing 30 quid.
Oh, yeah, good old Victor.
All right, Steve, I'll give you a call tonight. Thanks, Ian, for letting me say hello to my brother. See you guys. Good show, and I really think obviously is great.
What the blooming hell happened there, Steve?
I don't know. Somebody's supposed to be my brother.
Steve, there's someone else wants to say hello to you.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Steve.
Oh, this is Sexy Sue. I recognise that voice any time.
You talk to me like that and you won't inherit the bags.
Oh, it's Sheila. Hello, Blanche. How are you, darling?
Who's this?
How are you?
When I hear your voice, Blanche, I always feel better.
That's because you want to inherit the bags I won from LBC.
Well, we don't talk about the bag, but how are you feeling, Blanche? You know, I mean, that bag's definitely mine, isn't it?
Yes, they're both. I won 2. They're both yours.
2 bags?
Yes,
Oh, my...
never give me the third one.
Oh, my God. See, this, Ian, this is Blanche.
Hello, Blanche.
Hi.
She's won 2 bags off of LBC. She's left them to me in her will.
Well, I hope you'll be around for a long time, Blanche.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Ian, I want the bags.
Well, you can't bump her off, though, Steve.
Yes, you could.
But they're nice bags, you know.
I'm sure they're lovely bags. Listen, thanks very much. I have got no idea what just happened there. The show was hijacked. I do not know what happened in the last 10 minutes. I'll listen back to that at the weekend and try and make... Talking about on my holiday on my own, I've had loads of women invite me on a holiday. Deb is saying, Ian, I'm going to the Lake District with a friend tomorrow for a week to chill if you fancy it. 2 girls, both police officers. It's the best offer I've had in years. More of that after the news.
Our 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Oh dear, it's nearly the weekend. It is nearly the weekend, which is kind of cool. I'm just trying to find something on my computer here. Hang on just give me a second. Play the music. Play the music loud and proud. There we go. Found what I need. Let's do some of these emails. Mitch has emailed in again saying that 1 is not a prime number. He also says, on the note of looking through windows, my teacher had his bank details stolen through the window of off a statement on his fridge. Furthermore, paper money is actually made from linen, not paper. Is that true? Well, I never. Liz says, hi, the picture of you on the website makes you look very girly. Your eyes are very pretty. Says Liz, but the email is from someone called Ian McLaren. That's the email address. I'm guessing Liz is fraudulent. Ian, great show so far, although I can't really see the point in prime numbers anyway. What are they for and why do they even exist? Maybe I'm being stupid. Well, you kind of are, Dan. They exist just because they exist. They weren't invented. They just became. Ian says, Sean, I once watched Aliens 3 through a neighbour's window using binoculars. It was from about 150 yards away. I had the sound on my TV turned up and the brightness turned down. It was actually better watching it this way and would be recommended. Can I just say, where the hell are the correspondents? If you're listening to this and you're a correspondent, you better pick up your phone pretty darn quick, young people. And old people alike. Because if we don't get the correspondents calling in, I'm going to sack everybody. If we don't get correspondence today, I'm going to sack everybody. 08709090973 is the telephone number.
I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
It's Gary in the Marylebone.
Ian?
Hey, Gary.
All right, mate. I've got a bit of a bone to pick with you, eh? I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
Thank you, Gary, but you've done that already. You don't need to do that again, mate.
Right. Now, you can let me apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
And I accept your apology, Gary. I genuinely do. Thank you. It's a big man to do that.
I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Gary.
Go on.
I heard you on Clive Bull's show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about it?
Slagging me off a little bit, weren't you?
Not telling this moody joke.
No, that wasn't you, but you were slagging...
yeah.
You were slagging me off on Clive Bull's show.
No.
You thought you got the better of me, and you, I think you owe me an apology.
I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
Yeah, don't apologise for that. Apologise for slagging me off.
Did you apologise to me or not?
I apologise to you.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, it takes a man, that's right.
What did I apologise for?
For trying to mug me off on the radio.
I didn't try and what? Trying to what you off?
You know.
I didn't try and mug you off.
Oh, you did.
You're a little. I know you get running between me and Clive and telling tales and making stories up. You're a Walter Mitty. You're a fantasist, Gary. You're one of them lunatics.
Look, it took a man to apologise to me, so I'll apologise to you. Yeah. I apologise for London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
Stop apologising for swearing. and then when you're talking to Clive, he dumped you because you said bumlick.
Did he?
Yeah, he dumped that bit.
Yeah, but no, he kept the call on.
He kept the call, but he dumped that 7 seconds of you saying that.
Yeah.
And he was right to do. Because that's naughty.
No, that's fair enough.
Fair enough.
But look.
Yes.
Why was you trying to get me banned I never said saying something I never said.
I never tried to get you banned.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't, mate.
You said whoever told that moody joke on Clive Ball's show, he said, I think it was Gary, we should ban him.
When did I say that?
Yesterday.
No, I said it was a bloke called Iain.
I know, you found out that afterwards. But
no, it's a bloke called Iain.
When you first found out, you tried to get me banned.
I did.
I heard it.
It was a bloke
called... I tried to ring up yesterday, but you wouldn't answer the phone.
Wouldn't answer the phone? What are you talking about? 'Cause I'm scared of you or something.
Yeah, you pranked me. Yeah, of course you are.
It was a bloke called Iain who did the joke on Clive's show. Why are you trying to take the credit for that call?
Tell me who it was. I know it was him.
Why are you trying
to put it on to me?
Why are you trying to take the credit for a really bad call?
For a bad joke, yeah.
Well, but why are you taking the credit for it?
For a bad joke.
Oh, you're insane.
Oh, look, I've got two Welsh people, as it happens, in the back, talking about Agent Chris.
Hang on a second.
I apologise for London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
I accept your apology. What? I heard you, Gary. You phone up Clive. You're going, all right, Clive. Yeah, you're Iain Lee geezer, your best mate. Well, I was on his show and he was trying to have me over, but he was being all polite and he couldn't cut me off. So I had him, Clive. I got the better of him. I spun it round. I got him to apologise to me.
Yes, It's not even a good impersonation.
It's a blooming good... OK, listen, if anyone wants to phone up and do an impersonation of Gary, you'll get straight on the air. 0870 9090 973. Phone up now and do an impersonation of Gary. Gary, say something so people can impersonate you.
What do you want me to say?
Just anything in your... Just say, I apologise to London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
I've already said that. I apologise for London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
Well, thank you for saying it again. Let me have a go. If you want to call in, genuinely, have a go. I apologise to London for swearing on the Iain Lee show. Let's see if line 2, can you do a better impression of Gary?
I apologise to London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
Now, that was pretty good, wasn't it, Gary?
Hey?
That was good.
Tony, what nonsense.
Let's try line 3.
Like you big star.
Line 3, can you do an impression of Gary?
I apologise, London, for swearing on the LBC Lee's, messed the words up.
Yeah, no, he messed the words up. It's a good voice, though, isn't it? Gary, marks out of 10. Gary, you can be our judge. Marks out of 10.
Well, I've got to be the judge.
Yeah.
Go on then. All right.
How many marks out of 10 for that last one?
That last one?
Yeah.
He got it all wrong, didn't he?
Marks out of 10.
5.
5. All right, let's go to line 4. Line 4, do an impression of Gary.
Hey, mate?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, no, come on, little mate. Bring me back. It's me, Billy Mitchell. I apologise.
No.
Who's that? I know that voice.
Do you? He's gone.
Yeah.
Marks out of 10.
The plum. No, that was my cousin. Do you know that?
OK, let's go to line 4. Line 4, do an impression of Gary.
Hello, my name's Gary. Is that any good?
That was rubbish. Even I'll say that.
That was useless.
This is what you need to say.
I apologise for London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
OK, let's go to line 4. Line 4, can you do an impression of Gary?
Hello?
Yeah, do an impression of Gary.
I apologise to London for swearing on the Iain Lee show.
That was a good one. That was good.
Stanley Street Porter.
That was about a 7 out of 10, surely, mate. Wasn't it?
No, 4.
Go on, let's I'm enjoying this. Can we go to line 5? Can you do an impression of Gary?
Nah. I apologise to London for swearing on the Iain Lee show, geezer. That's a better one. 7.
Oh, cool. Let's do another one. Can we go to line... I missed what you said there, Chris. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, you're on the air.
Hello. I apologise to Andrew for swearing in the LBC show.
It's got Tourette's, isn't it?
That was rubbish. Marks out of 10, Gary.
Oh, that's no good. That one had Tourette's. No,
All right. Two. Okay, let's go to line 3. Line 3, do an impression of Gary for me. Come on.
Is that me?
Yeah, do an impression of Gary.
I forgot what I was going to do there, mate.
Well, you've got to say this. Hang on.
I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
I apologise for London for swearing on Iain Lee's show.
That's Steve Allen, isn't it? That was Steve Allen, I'm sure it was. Let's try this one. Line 4, do an impression of Gary for me.
Yeah, I apologise to London for swearing on Iain Lee's show, and I sound like Ken Livingstone.
This is getting worse.
I'm going to do this for another minute, I don't care. Line 4, impression of Gary, please.
Hello?
Hello, give us an impression of Gary.
I apologise to London for being on the Iain Lee show.
Is this weird for you, Gary?
No, this is funnier than the moped thing yesterday. This is
Let's have another one. Line 5.
Oh, one more, yeah.
Line 5, give us an impression of Gary. You're the last one.
I apologise to Iain for swearing on his show. Trying to mug me off, going,
He's the winner, I think.
Yeah, should do him.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. Gary, mate, thank you very much for that. You're a good sport. See you later, fella. I don't know why that was so funny. Maybe it wasn't, but that really made me laugh. Oh, dear. More of your calls after a bit of this.
We all put things to the bottom of the New Mother Show.
Yes. Ian, Agent Chris can't slag Liverpool. What a loser. Liverpool's brilliant. The rubbish Beatles bit is on the docks, where obviously it's cold. I think Liverpool's always cold, though, isn't it? You should never... I've learnt the hard way, never diss a region. But Liverpool's a bit cack, isn't it? That's the lady police officers that want me to go to the Lake District as well. Even when I lived in Richmond, the couple in the house backing onto mine used to open the curtains when they were getting undressed. It wasn't a pretty sight, as they were at least 60-ish and not in good shape. My friends and I used to call them Muppets because of the way they looked, says Helen from the Barnes, who's also invited me on holiday with her. Ian, and there we go. Ian, you should definitely come to the Bahamas on holiday. I can be your free tour guide. Bring Simon Bennett with you too. I could show him a thing or two. Yes, Simon is a lovely chap, but I don't quite get the whole fascination with him.
Simon Bennett rocks.
Apparently so. 0870 9090 973. We are talking about looking through windows and being nosy. I do genuinely want some suggestions. So I'm getting a bit of a cold, I think, of where I can go for a holiday on my own that isn't too sad. I think it's a little bit pathetic, but some tips will be quite handy. Nick's in the Thaxted. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Nick. What can I do for you, sir?
I think you're falling in with the wrong crowd, mate.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
I really do.
In what way?
I think you've lowered the show, the tone of the show. And the bloke that phoned up yesterday, Dial a Fug, that offered to have a fight for you.
Nick, what are you saying? I don't get your point, sorry.
Well, he's probably shaven-headed, rather on the tubby side. A bit like Brenda and Maureen off the Bounty advert, I should think.
Yes.
Offered to have a fight for you. You don't want people like that on your show.
No.
You're lowering the tone.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you'll be out of a job. You'll be in that dole queue. And you'll be in the dole queue with that Mario. No doubt. Mario? Your mate?
From Willesden, yes. Mario's got a job, hasn't he?
Yes.
Mario's got a job, hasn't he?
Yes, he's got the same attitude as you, though, hasn't he?
But, Nick, if you remember, it wasn't... I said we don't condone violence on the show.
I know, but you've lowered the tone. Yesterday was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
All your poor old listeners.
Yeah, well, it's all those idiots...
Like that woman today that phoned up and said she respects you.
Yeah.
It's setting a bad tone, I think.
Right. I'm confused as to the point you're making, Nick.
Well, the point I'm making is that the show's going downhill fast.
Right.
Yesterday was quite entertaining, I must admit,
But you just said it was a bad show, now you're saying it's entertaining. What?
Well, it was entertaining, but you're attracting the wrong people.
Right, what can I do to attract the right people, like you, I guess you mean?
Well, like me? Oh, yeah, I'm a pillar of the community, I am.
What can I do to attract the right people, Nick? What do I need to do to stop the show going downhill?
I think you have to get away from the sort of... You're bringing it down to sort of the same level as Walford.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think you really need to do something about it.
Well, give me. I'm lost then, Nick. I'm in a dinghy without a paddle. What do I need to do?
What do you need to do? Well, you need to smarten up your act.
Well, no, I know you keep saying the same thing. Give me some substance, Nick. Well, how do I smarten up my act?
Well, you need to be polite for a start.
No, you don't
Stop
need to.
offering people out for fights.
I'm not. Hey, listen, I've never offered anyone out for a fight. You misheard that. That was a caller who called in and threatened me, and then someone phoned up and defended me. But we did a whole show where
again you had this attitude, Ian.
Nick, listen, Nick, we did a show where we were polite, and it was really boring.
I know, but there again,
Yeah.
you've got to. You've got to respect the people in the community that vote for you and make you the #1 show.
Yeah, Nick, I'm about the 18th most popular afternoon London-based show in London.
Well, you used to be.
Yes.
You're on a slippery slope, Ian.
I know. I think I've slipped right down to the bottom, though.
Well, yeah.
I think I don't. And the thing is, the pole is too slippery to climb back up. I'm there. I'm at the bottom. That's it. I'm washed up, Nick. It's over. I'm finished. I'm finished, Nick. And only you can turn it around for me. What do I do?
What do? Well, you've got to smarten up your act. You've got to be polite to people.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just can't keep on this path because you're going to end up falling in with the wrong crowd and you're going to end up with a good kicking. You're annoying me now. 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 You're annoying me now.
I couldn't work out what was going on there. Was he for real or not? Mick's on the road. Hello, Mick.
How you doing, mate? All right.
I'm fine, Mick. What can I do for you, fella?
What a weirdo.
Oh, yeah, what did he just... He's a nice fella, though, bless him, whoever he may be.
Get him off.
He's gone.
We don't need people like that. I think you got John, man. I tell you, the last 5 minutes where you went to who's that? Gary, is it?
Yeah, Gary and the Marylebone. Yeah.
I tell you what, that made me cry. I mean, I was driving at the time. Brilliant, mate.
Was it genuinely funny? Because I was laughing, but sometimes I get a little bit self-indulgent. Did you found it funny? Did you?
I'm on my own. I'm driving, and I was creasing up. It was. I tried to get. I did get on. I got on the show. I done it, didn't I?
Oh, you were one of them. You were one of them, were you?
And you went. That's pathetic.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
But hey, I've got to try.
Mick, listen. Thank you for being taking part in what may become a regular feature, impersonating Gary from the Marylebone. I don't know.
I'm hoping to be. I mean, I've been listening to the show now for a few months.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's crazy, man.
Hey, man, you're a top fella. Thank you, Mick. Much appreciated. Oh, look, someone's sent me an MP3. Let me just put that in there. My memory's getting full on my emails here. Ian, please tell me what Triple M stands for, says Chelsea and Upman. Says Mick's Mental Mayhem. I can't remember why we called it. I know it's because Mick, who's, by coincidence, just sent me an email. But I think he came up with the name, actually. And we just shortened it Triple M. And it's where we take the call straight to air. We'll be doing that after 6, if you must know. Someone sent me MP3s. I hope these are all MP3s that you've made yourself. That's what we want. Oh, Guy Fingers has sent in a brilliant one. Let me go to the break 20 seconds late, sorry. Guy Fingers has sent in a brilliant MP3 that we're going to play next week. But today is the last day of Chris in the Hemel, and we're going to play the best Chris in the Hemel clip of the week a little bit later on. Speak to Shirley after this.
If you could learn the secrets of
Sunday in the Afternoon Weather Show.
Shirley, Tulse Hill, good afternoon.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Shirley.
First-time caller.
Hello.
Are you gentle with me?
I will be as gentle as I can. We're winding down because it's the weekend, so I should be lovely to you.
Okay, I have a little question to start with. I need to know
Yes.
a little mathematical thing.
Yes, 1 is not a prime number.
No.
Okay.
I need to know how many UGs are there in 1 milligram?
How many UGs?
Yeah.
What's a UG?
Well, it's a measurement of, like, you're getting vitamins.
Yeah.
You have 1 milligram.
Yeah.
Well, you have so many UGs.
You have 1,000.
Okay. Right, that's lovely.
Is this to do with medicine you're taking?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I don't know. In that case, I don't know. I'm guessing then.
Oh, well, that sounds right. That's about what I thought it was.
Yeah, but don't. Hey, listen. I would get. I would get proper advice.
Yeah.
If it's to do with drugs,
yeah,
I would get proper advice and don't listen to a lanky idiot on the radio.
Don't
yes,
worry.
just to be safe there.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Good work.
I just want to say quickly.
Yes.
I said I would never ring the show because you've been a bit rude to old people, and I'm what you call one of the old people.
Well, how old are you, may I ask?
I'm over 40.
That's what... Hey, listen, I've not been rude to them. I just think there's a time and a place for them.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
Pat him on the head.
Yeah, good girl.
Metaphorically speaking.
Yes, you'd love it.
Yes.
What?
I always say to people, I am as old as you think I am.
Well, I think you're 62.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, it's closer than you'd like it to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
where is this coming
I'm not complaining, Ian, because
No. And who?
as the last lady said,
No.
you have redeemed yourself. And one of the absolute best calls
Yes.
I've ever heard on LBC,
Yes.
on your show,
Yes.
was the old lady you were talking to, and she was giggling.
Apologising for lying to you.
What? Hang on, what's going on here? Hello?
And she said,
What?
I like your jolly. Oh, I thought that was hilarious.
I like your jolly.
What's going on?
I like your jolly. Anyway,
I like your jolly.
I know you don't like people going over old subjects, but yesterday you were talking to Sebastian, who passed his driving test on the buses.
I love you.
Oh, dear.
Hello, who's there?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hello?
Shirley's gone. Shirley, have you gone?
She's gone on over.
What's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
Shirley, have you gone?
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Shirley, have you gone?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here. You're here?
I like your jelly.
I like your jolly.
Now, it's been a little bit random. Maybe we'll try and focus things down. There was another... You muffed up again, going from the news into the travel. I could hear a bit of 11:52. I heard something, Chris. I think it is your fault, mate. Seriously, what's happened? Agent Chris has been away for 2 days because of the Barney. He's been to Liverpool. Helen produced the show the last couple of days, and I think did I'm going to swear, bloody good job. So I've given Helen the job of producer for the rest of this run. She's doing the show today, and it's going superbly. But Chris has taken Helen's job, and you're not doing brilliantly. There's been quite a few mix-ups and wrong jingles played and things, so just please... really pay attention. Oh, it's the easiest job to do in the radio, is it? You know? It's well easy, you know? I could do that with my eyes closed, you know? My job is very, very difficult to talk this much crap for 3.5 hours. Anyway, so, if it does mess up, I can only apologise, but I think we've got things on track now. Looking through people's windows... Do you do it? We don't know. Not many people have net curtains. A few pictures have been sent in, but not many people have got net curtains anymore, which is good, I think. And also, I want to go on holiday. I need a break. I'm going to probably end up going on my own, though, because of girlfriends and work and things like that. I'm going to probably end up going on my own. Can I go anywhere decent on my own? Is it a little bit sad? 0870 9090 973. That is the telephone number. I've just had to close everything down on my computer to delete something, but we're back in the New York groove. Mario's in the Wilson. Hello, Mario.
Hey, Ian.
Hey, mate, how's it going? You all right?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man.
There was some bloke phoning up and slagging you off.
Yeah, well, that's his problem, man. Everything's good for me, man. He's
Good.
got problems.
I think he has, and I'm sorry that they said that. I think that was very rude. So I don't mind them having a pop at me, but that's not nice when they pop at people.
Yeah,
that call
whatever.
in.
People like that is what make me stronger, Ian. You know what I mean? They make me get up every day and go to work and work even harder.
Yeah, good boy.
Keep hating, man. We love it.
Anyway. Yes, sir. What can I do for you, my friend?
Yeah, you're thinking about a holiday, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, for real. If you've got like a week to spare, yeah?
I've got a
week. Say around the 17th. Why don't you go to where I'm from, man? Dominica, man. It's wicked down there, you know.
Now, why do you say specifically the 17th?
Well, because that's the carnival season.
Oh.
And it's starting, like, that's when all the stage shows and all the work up before the carnival.
Yeah.
All the shows. And it trust me, bruv. You see, Dominica Nice, a nature island, yeah? You should look it up on the internet. It's, if you're into a little hiking, seeing a little natural waterfalls, like Panic, you know what I mean?
I think that's the kind of holiday you want. I haven't had a holiday at all last year, and before that...
You need to go to Dominica, bruv. I'm going to big it up, because Dominica's where it's at.
And can I go on my own, Mario?
Definitely. Without a doubt, Ian. Places like Dominica, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Montego Bay, like that, places like that, you can go on your own, because just going on the plane alone, you'll make mates, and it's people that you don't know, and when you get there, the way the guides and that's different on tours you go, they'll look after you. You'll just make natural friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds
And
kind
at
of cool.
the end of the day, you're leaving them when you're leaving, so it's not a problem. You know, you're coming back to, obviously, England, so you don't have to even worry about, you know what I mean?
It sounds kind of good. And how much is it going to cost me, Mario?
Well, to Antigua, I know the flight at the moment to Antigua costs about $420. Then you get another jet called Liat. It takes you to like Melvin Hall or Canesville. That's like another $120. So, but the thing is with Dominica, you don't need a lot of money to spend because everything is natural there. You get me?
Yeah.
Everything is just natural. You know, you don't need to there's nothing materialistic about the place. Everything is natural.
I like the sound of it. When was the last time you went there?
I was there last year, and I'm going back there I'm supposed to be going in 2 weeks' time for Carnival, but I'm going to do Jamaica this year with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds... And if I go, it's either going to be February or March that I can go. Well, is it going to be hot? I want heat.
No, you got that in Dominica. It's the Windward Islands, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm there.
It's the Windward Islands, you know, it's the Caribbean Sea, not the Atlantic side, you know. It's the Caribbean Sea, so it's much calmer, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good look, man. It's a good look.
Mario, it sounds tempting. It's the best offer I've had so far. Well, no, it's the second best offer, to be honest, because I did have those 2 police officers, lady, who wanted to take me to the Lake District. What are they going to do up there? Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Does it? It does a bit. 0870 9090 973 is the telephone number for you to give us a call. Taking your suggestions on where I can go on my holiday. It's a little bit self-indulgent, but I feel we need to do... Where's the worst place a person on his own can go on holiday? The very worst place. That's just totally inappropriate for a man on his own. Someone suggested Amsterdam. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Gemma's in the Hoddesdon. Hello, Gemma.
Hello there.
You all right?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you.
Lovely. What can I do for you?
Well, I was just going to make a suggestion with regards to your holiday.
Yeah, come on. I want something good. I want to go somewhere good.
Go and visit my sister in Ishpuha in Mexico. I'm sure she'd appreciate seeing a friendly London face.
Ishpuha?
Or as the locals would say, Shpuha.
Shpuha! Well, what's your sister doing out there?
She lives out there.
Really? What? Yeah. That's an odd place to move to, isn't it, Mexico?
Well, yeah, maybe. But it's great having a sister that lives there because it means that I have a holiday plan.
How long now?
If you want heat, it's
the
place to go.
Is it hot there all the time?
Oh, yeah.
What? How long has she been out there?
About 6 years now, I think.
And is she... But surely, I can't just turn up at her doorstep, can I, and say, oh, yeah, Gemma said it was all right. I've got my bags. I'm here for 2 weeks.
She lives literally on the beach.
Yeah. Oh.
There's a lovely little road. There's a very sort of, small, basic place where she lives, but the beach is, total paradise.
And what does she do there? This sounds amazing.
She lays in her hammock on the veranda making jewellery.
Oh, you're joking.
And paintings.
She makes a living out of that?
She flogs them to rich Americans that come for day trips over from Florida.
And Gemma, can I ask what you do for a living?
Well, I'm on maternity leave at the moment, actually.
Oh, very nice. You got a wee one. Well, well done for that. But do you never think, what the hell am I doing in Hoddesdon? Why aren't I in Ishpuha?
Ishpuha. Well, I am actually quite often. I go over there to visit her, obviously, because you can get a cheap flight.
Yeah.
You've just got the accommodation. But you say, I can't just go and visit her. Well, they're so friendly. There's quite a group of them.
Gemma, I've got to go. I do apologise. That sounds like a top tip. Sorry about that. We've got to do this.
Wouldn't it be good if you could earn money while...
Chris? Do you... You just played a flipping Dr. Pam jingle, mate. Helen and Chris have swapped jobs. Helen is producing the show and doing an excellent job, has not made one mistake. Chris is doing Helen's job and you just played it. You just played a Dr. Pam jingle. Can you please play a proper jingle and position the show for me? Play one of my jingles. Now. Bring one of mine up and play it for me. Quickly.
The 3.5 hour 3 till 6:30 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show, formerly known as the 3 hour 4 till 7 Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Katie's in the Amersham. Hello, Katie. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Gadang, gadang.
Gadang, gadang, my friend. I've turned the gadang, gadang alarm off, so that's good.
I was just wondering.
Yes?
Do you think footballers get paid too much?
I don't think they get paid enough.
Don't you?
Yeah, I think they should get paid more.
But they get paid like more than like nurses and doctors and police people?
Well, what footballers are more important than nurses and doctors and police people, aren't they?
What a waste of space.
What?
They're pointless.
Tell me, what do you think then, Katie?
I think they get paid far too much.
What is wrong with a young man who, at best, has got 10 years of pursuing his career ahead of him, at the maximum 10 years before he's too old and too unfit to do it? What's wrong with him getting £50,000 a week? He could be injured at any moment. It's a rough game. That's his career over. In 10 years' time, he'll be too old to play. What's wrong with them getting paid £50,000 a week?
What do they do to help anybody? And like doctors and people, they look after them, so they should get paid like loads more for looking after them.
Doctors can work for about 50 years. 50 years. And they've chosen to do that. Whereas footballers... Oh, hang on, the ex-directory line's going. What's the ex-directory? That's bad, isn't it?
Oh, my phone's probably ex-directory.
No, it's not yours. We got a special line that we can only phone. We only get phone calls if I've sworn or said something libelous. We'll see what that is. Katie, Katie, stay there a second.
Okay.
Hello, hello?
Hello.
Oh, is this Heather Jingles?
Oh, Ian, what is going on this afternoon?
Now, Heather Jingles, I need to explain. Katie, sorry about this. Give me 1 second. I need to explain the situation. I had a row with Chris a couple of days ago. He's taken 2 days off. Helen has been producing the show, doing an excellent job. Chris has come back, and they've swapped jobs. Helen's producing. Chris is going to be driving the desk from now on. He made a really big mistake there playing the Dr. Pam jingle.
It's appalling, but I mean, the whole thing sounds terrible. I mean, what, beds playing too loudly?
Yeah.
I mean, it just sounds terrible.
Well, the thing is, as well, he was going, it's the easiest job to do, anybody can do it, it's blooming easy.
Well, that serves him right for saying it.
It does, but, if with your permission, Heather, I'd like to keep Helen as producer and Chris on the desk.
Well, I don't know about that. We can't. I mean, how many more old jingles are going to start playing out?
Well, yes, I think that's the only one. Although I did see him.
How on earth did he do that in the first place?
Well, I don't know, but I did go through earlier on and saw him on the Daisy Sampson file open. So.
Well, but he'll be on the David Prever file now.
Alison.
Oh, mate, this is not the time to be messing around when I'm trying to sort this out. For God's sake, listen, Heather, I'm really.
I think that is the. You've got to get him out now.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I really think Heather. No, what's going on here? I think that Helen is a better producer, and I'd really like Helen to stay as producer and Chris to stay as the button pusher.
Well, any more mistakes?
Yeah.
And I should be up there throwing him out that chair, I'm afraid.
Okay, so you're going to give us one more chance.
One more chance.
Thank you very much. Whatever Clive Ball says about you, you're a top fella.
Oh, stop creeping around me.
No, I know, and I nearly phoned up Clive the other day when he was. I don't know if you heard. He was saying something very, very rude about you, inappropriate.
Was he?
I'll talk about it off air. It's probably not appropriate to discuss.
I think I'll have words after that.
Heather, thank you very much for your patience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Chris, one more chance. Seriously, don't muff this up. I had to humiliate myself on the radio for you, so please. Katie, I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Okay, fine. That's a little bit business. That should have been discussed off air, but sometimes you've got to do these things when you do them. Anyway, sorry, you were saying that doctors get paid too much.
No, footballers do.
But they don't. You're wrong.
They do.
Listen, this is my argument again. Here, one more time. They could get injured at any moment. That's their career over. They only have a maximum of 10 years working in the field. They are bringing entertainment to millions and millions of people. They are making everybody's Saturdays so much more relaxing. They give a lot of people a lot of hope.
Yeah, but can't they just play for 1 year? They get paid enough to last them for 2 billion years. Beckham, he has so much money, he can never get rid of it. The interest is so high.
I bet he could get rid of it. The thing is, when he turns 35, he's never going to work again. He's too thick.
He has enough money to last him forever.
Katie, he's too thick to do any other job apart from that. He does football brilliantly. He hasn't got the brains.
He could work at Tesco's or something.
He couldn't work at Tesco's. He can't do the maths. So that's it. He's scuppered from 35 for the rest of his life. He will never work again. You can't begrudge him earning £50,000 a day.
But Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
He's really, really stupid. He gets paid so much.
Yeah. How much? How much?
Add 2 plus 2.
Katie, how much does Wayne Rooney get paid?
$2 million a year or something more than that.
Yeah, he should get $5 million a year.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah. Katie, okay, let's see how intelligent you are, Katie.
Yeah.
What's the 5th prime number?
That is 11.
Oh, well done. You are very clever. In that case, I'll let you off. But Katie, I think you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Thanks very much. Well, there we go. I won that one round. Tina's in the West Ealing. Hello, Tina.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Tina.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm a little bit... You know when you get told off, and you get told off properly, you get a little bit... Not... I don't want to cry, but you know you get a little bit teary because you feel you've let people down.
Yeah, what, your heart sort of starts beating?
Your heart, I'm trembling a little bit. I've just got, my eyes are a little bit, sort of red. I feel that I've let LBC down a little bit by trying to stick up for someone who was a mate. That's all.
Ian. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, well, it's these things you have to go through as a presenter. I'm sure we can work around it. Anyway, Tina, you've not called in to hear about my problems. What have you got for me?
Holidays.
Yes.
You need to go to Dominica.
Oh, this is what Mario was saying.
Yeah, Mario's right, man.
Yep.
You need to go to Dominica. Save my mum.
Really?
My mum's got a really nice house, panoramic view. She's got a self-contained apartment. You can, do what you want there, man. You got to go.
It's kind of tempting. Is it warm there now?
It's hot. It's sweltering. It's like 75 plus.
Will I get bored though?
No, there's lots of things to do. I can give you all the, places to go, things to do.
Tell me quickly one thing I could do.
You could climb the Boiling Lake.
I could climb it?
It's the second biggest boiling lake in the world.
A boiling lake?
Yeah.
Is it boiling?
It's boiling.
And I can climb it?
Well, sort of. You can sort of...
How can you climb a lake, you insane lunatic?
No, you can't. You can... Well, it's a volcano. It's a volcano. It's like... Yeah, it's sort of a volcano, but you can do it. I've done it.
Is it a volcano? Is it a volcano?
Well, with a lake in it, yeah, it is.
Tina, it sounds absolutely beautiful. It's definitely on the list of places that I might possibly go to. 08709090973 is the phone number. ian@lbc.co.uk. That's the email. Chris, please, just really concentrate for the last hour of the show. I beg of thee.
Enjoy a great weekend.
I can't speak. Ben and Victoria, I can't speak. I can't speak. Do you say what you've got to say?
I've only got 30 seconds. I've got to be really quick. What I was thinking might be an idea to get the show a bit more lively is bring Nick Ferrari on with you and you swap with him. You do the morning show, he does your evening show.
Yeah, it's an idea, isn't it? He wouldn't put up with...
I'm bored, mate. What's up with you?
I'm bored of Agent Chris muffing this up.
Well, when
Available on...
Dear Mr. Ian Lee from the radio, I still fail to understand why you don't get Enya to co-host the show with you. She'll add a touch of Celtic mysticism, which I feel your show is somewhat lacking. Well, Aidan, it's an idea. I hadn't even considered it a possibility, to be honest. Just jumping on a lovely sandwich there. It's nearly the weekend. Very nearly the weekend. Very exciting. Sorry, I'm just sorting out some pieces. Boom, boom, boom. I think we've got everything in order. I had a strong word with Chris, and he's paying much more attention to which buttons he's pressing. A lot harder job than you thought it was, isn't it, young man? Yes, it is. So it should be all right. So hopefully Heather Jingles won't come up and bother us. Why is she wearing such tight hot pants today, Heather Jingles? That's what I didn't understand when she came up earlier. There's those gold hot pants. Fair play, but it's inappropriate to wear that in a workplace, but hopefully. It's all fine. Anyway, so it's the last 25 minutes of the show proper before the weekend Triple M Mixed Mental Mayhem. Where we take your call straight to air. We've got the best Chris in the Hemel MP3 of the week to play for you as well after 6 o'clock. Coming up, we've got the correspondent update at 5:38, and we've got the show summary. We're talking about places I can go on my holiday. Have you ever been on holiday on your own? Is it a bit sad? I feel it's a little bit sad, isn't it? And where is the worst place to go on holiday on your own? Shannon and Jess are in the Bromley. Hello, Shannon and Jess.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, who's this?
This is Shannon.
Where's Jess?
Jess is on my chair.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why is Jess on your chair?
Because we're on the computer.
Nice one!
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Right. We want to say that you should go to Holland, because it's really nice there.
Where have you been in Holland?
Amsterdam.
Okay. What did you do in Amsterdam?
I can't remember. I went a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I went to Holland once, and I can't remember what I did there as well. It's mad, isn't it? It's good. It's a good place, isn't it? There's lots of good canals there.
Yeah, I went on a boat.
But the thing is, would I be all right there on my own? It would be a bit strange, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Maybe. Have you been on holiday on your own?
No, I went with my friend once.
Yeah.
To France.
Yeah. France is boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's well boring. I would say... So I'm eating a sandwich I talked to you. That's very rude. Let me stop. I would say that France is probably the most boring country in the world.
Possibly.
Yeah. Have you been to America?
Yeah.
Where did you go in America?
Florida.
Florida. Yeah, I've not been to Florida. Maybe I should go to San Francisco. Although that'll be quite cold, I think, at this time of year.
New York.
Yeah, I bet. Thing is, I'm going to go to New York in May. I'm taking my mum to New York in May.
Ooh.
So I don't want to go twice in 1 year. That's a little bit too much.
Mm.
And it'll be freezing cold now.
Yeah.
So
I like the cold.
Oh no. Yeah, I normally do, but I wouldn't mind a little bit of heat. I want to feel a bit warm.
I don't like being warm in the heat. It's horrible.
Yeah, no, maybe you're right.
Irritating.
Yeah, it's a little bit irritating. Anyway, listen, what are you doing this weekend? Anything exciting?
No, I'm going to my dad's.
And is that going to be good?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. All right, listen, I've got to go.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry, if I sounded harsh in cutting them off, I can only apologise. But the reason is, if you look at the clock, it's 5:38.
It's time for the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day.
Sean, the Chaz and Dave correspondent, says Chaz is currently finishing a rock and roll album that he and Jerry Allison started in Nashville in November. As Jerry Allison quotes, Chaz and me worked together like me and Buddy Holly did.
Hello, this is Dave and Hackney, EU's longest off correspondent. Did you know that the longest time trapped in an elevator was 6 days during the festive season? Watch out, Tanner Rayburn!
Natalie, the poetry correspondent, says, cheer up, Mr. Lee, the nutters are gone for today. No more arguments, let love and peace reign. Make us laugh now, again and again.
Yetta from the Stratford, the Doctor Who correspondent, and here's my update. And also, Tom Baker is the new voice of the BT text thing.
Well done. Well, let's just say those two... Yasser, you still there? Yasser? Yasser? Yasser, pick your phone up. Yasser, I can hear you.
Hello, yeah?
Yeah, why didn't you talk to me then?
So I thought I'd cut myself off there.
Yeah, but you could hear me on the phone, could you?
Yeah, just turn it on now. Sorry, I didn't even realise I left the phone on. I thought I'd switched it off.
Now, Yasser, do you think... You know I'm getting rid of 3 correspondents next week. Do you think that update was good enough to keep your position?
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right, because you did say that BT text thing.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, but, like, come on, people know what... yeah, I don't... I know it was not my best. It wasn't my best one. I admit it wasn't my best one.
Which correspondent update was your best one?
I think it would have to be, can't remember which one my best...
Yeah.
I think my one about, the one I was saying about Derek Okora.
Yes.
From Most Haunted, I think that was my best one.
Yes.
That's my best one, yeah.
Yeah, so how, out of 10, 1 to 10, how confident are you that you are going to be a correspondent at the end of next week?
Do you want me to... if I'm going to say 10.
Yes, sir. Let's see what happens next week, because 3 of them are going. Seriously, we got rid of 2 last week. I thought that would teach them a lesson. Oh, no. 3 of them are going next week. Allah? Allah?
Hello.
Hello, Allah. Are you there?
Yeah, he should go. Yasser should go.
Oh, hang on. Yasser. Can we have Yasser's line up? Yasser, your phone hasn't disconnected, so come and pick your phone up, Yasser. Give me 7 seconds, Allah. Because Yasser will be listening on the radio. For some reason, he's done a Nora on us, and which means he's like... Yasser, pick your phone up, you're still here.
Because he's a loser.
No, why do you think he's a loser?
Well, that was more like a history lesson. Why isn't he telling us all about the new Doctor Who spin-off series, Torchwood?
Hang on. Yasser?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan's got a complaint.
Yes, what's the complaint?
Well, why aren't you telling us all about the new Captain Jack spin-off series, Torchwood? Surely that's more important than K9.
Yeah, but I was gonna keep in suspense.
Tom Baker, because it's been on all the news. You're meant to be giving us something special.
The K9 one is special.
Huh?
The K9 one is special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get 50...
You told us about K9 last week. We knew he was...
I didn't tell you about K9 last week. I didn't tell you about that. Sorry, you made a mistake there.
Well, so in that case, somebody else has been giving your reports.
I think you've been hearing the wrong thing. I think it's all... I haven't been saying that. That's all...
Somewhere, so I'm not getting the state-of-the-art straight from the horses or the K9's mouth from you, are we?
You are, but, I don't know what you've been hearing, but it's not from me. Someone's been... tampering.
You should have been hearing it from you. That's the whole point. You're the Doctor Who correspondent.
I gave my updates. I gave my thing. I don't know what you're listening to, but I know. So I've done it straight honest one, and whatever you've heard is all phony.
So you haven't been listening to what? So there's no spin-off series for Doctor Who?
I was going to mention that, but no, then today was one. I couldn't, I was going to mention it on Monday.
Yeah, but everybody's been talking about it today. So
I didn't do that.
Today's news on Monday.
Oh.
That's like last week.
I'll give another one on Monday then, alright? So tell me that no one's here on Monday then, okay?
If you want to keep your job, can you try to tell us something we haven't heard already on Monday?
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought K9 was it. I didn't know anyone heard that one, did I? So I don't know what people are thinking. I'm not a mind reader.
Okay. Well, that's just as well.
So I didn't know what.
You were a mind reader.
All right,
probably be on Janet and John.
Alan, Yasser, let's just see what happens next week in Yasser's report, shall we? Alan, thank you very much for that. Yasser?
Yeah?
Well done. You did yourself proud there, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, have a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm enjoying this today. Oh, dear. Iain, I heard you dissing net curtains earlier on. I have just bought matching floral nets for every window of my house. They were very pricey and are very pretty, says Denise. Yeah, I'm not convinced. We were trying to find people who had net curtains. It turns out there's only a few common poor people left that have still got them. The rest is basically saying, come and look in my windows. I'm more than welcome to let you have a look. 08709090973. It's the phone number if you want to give us a call before we start playing Triple M.
Are you one of those business people?
Russell's in the Chigwell. Hello, Russell.
Hi, Iain.
Hey, Russell. Good evening to you, my friend. What can I do for you?
I think that you should be a Doctor Who character.
Oh, man, that's the dream. What do you think I should be?
You should be called the Aggressor.
Yeah?
Because you wind everyone up.
No.
And you're very aggressive. But I've got to say...
Yes? Oh, he's gone. He disappeared there. He did that, not us. Did we do that? No, says Helen, no. While we're waiting for him, let's go to Mick in Streatham. Hello, Mick.
Hello, mate.
You all right, fella? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'd just like to say you do a great show, mate.
Hey, that's very kind of you. Did you hear the rubbish we had yesterday?
Yeah, I like the way you belittled that fella called Brian.
Brian was the guy who phoned up yesterday. He phoned up the day before. He said he loves the station, he hates this show, but because he's loyal to the station, he keeps listening. And the thing is, he's listening now. I know that.
Yeah, I bet he is, yeah, because he don't know what to do with himself. That's what
exactly. He's got no life. He's a little bit sad, which is fair enough. There are sad people out there, and well done to them. All he's got to do is switch over to Talk Sport or BBC Radio London, whatever he wants to do. And then come back later on when Clive comes on, or tonight when Caroline comes on.
Yeah, I reckon you should keep the show, mate. You're doing brilliant.
Mick, I shall do my best to keep the show. Unfortunately, it's not always up to me. Bosses get involved in these things. I don't know why. Paul's in the Slough. Hello, Paul.
Hey, Iain. I just thought of something. This might be actually a good idea. If you want to keep your correspondents on their toes,
yeah,
why don't you hire Alan as a crap correspondent?
Alan is a crap correspondent.
Yeah.
So
if they're not basically corresponding up to Mark, put Alan onto him. That'll keep them on their toes.
He was terrifying. I did feel a bit sorry for Yasser, but I left you. It was almost a test because I wanted to see how well Yasser looked after himself, and I thought he did a brilliant job.
Alan was like the second coming. I'm sorry, it was brilliant. You really need to, if they're not up to the mark, so right, you're gonna Alan's on you. The crap correspondents coming on, that they know their job's on the line,
Paul,
and they're gonna have to up the ante.
Yeah, I think. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna get rid of 3 next week because they're not phoning in. They're just not phoning. I've got people every day emailing me and phoning me saying, "Can I be a correspondent?" And I can't let them be it. But I'm not having people mess me around, mate.
In all fairness, I mean, he didn't really say anything about. I mean, I like my Doctor Who. I mean, the new one is the bit.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
He didn't really tell me anything that I didn't really know.
I must admit, I didn't know that K9 was going to be in the first episode.
It's in that magazine all over Tesco's, was it? Look Now or whatever, when they tell you about EastEnders, it's all over there. It's nothing. Come on, Iain.
Thank you very much. Come on, Iain. I thought Yasser did a blinding job, to be honest. Although, who knows, he may not be a correspondent this time next week. Ash is on the motorway 40.
Hi, Iain, how are you?
I'm fine. What the hell is that noise?
Well, that's the two folks singing what number are you on now? 87. There are 87 bottles of beer on the wall.
Oh, my God. How old are they?
They started at 200. They're 18 and 20. And we
have a rabbit with us.
Yeah.
And we're all standing here in the freezing cold, and we can't deal with this
What? Okay. Ash, what? We can't hear them. What do you want?
Well, we just wanted you to entertain us because we have to stand, like, outside of the car and we can't listen to your show anymore.
What do you want me to do?
Can you sing?
What would you want me to sing? I'll sing anything you want.
Barbara Black Sheep.
No, I'm not singing that, Ash. That's a silly song. I'll sing Barbara Ann. A Barbara Ann. A ba. Any good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash, I think you should take those two young ladies and make them warm. Warm them up is what I meant. Oh, God, I didn't mean that. Didn't mean it. Genuinely didn't. Warm them up. It could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse than that. Munir's on the mobile. Hello, Munir.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I love your show, man.
Hey, man, that's very kind. Thank you very much.
But yesterday...
Yes?
I was listening. I tried to phone you.
Yes.
I was a bit, upset to hear those sad people.
Yeah.
But, just keep in mind that you got to respect these guys. I mean, I love your show. I wouldn't, turn my radio off when your show is on.
Yeah. I don't have to respect... What I don't have to respect is people who come on the radio and say things that are untrue, say things that are aggressive, and say things that are violent. I don't have to respect those people. I don't have to respect them.
No, that's fine. But you could, as the previous caller told, that you were a bit aggressive.
No, I wasn't. Munir, you've got it wrong. I was defending myself because they were saying things about me that were untrue, and they were saying things about my callers that were untrue. So I wasn't being aggressive, I was being defensive. They were being aggressive. One guy asked me outside for a fight, mate. That's not good.
No, but if you would have told them politely...
I did tell them politely.
I bet more people will come to listen to you.
Yeah.
A lot of friends of mine, they listen to you.
Yeah. Maybe
enjoy the show.
Munir, maybe you're right. Maybe, but I those people that I was speaking to certainly wouldn't have changed their opinions about me because they weren't listening. But maybe you're right. It was a very, very odd show yesterday.
The odds of winning Euro Millions to the afternoon show.
Yeah, we haven't got much time. It's got to Russell in the Chigwell. Hello, Russell.
Hi, Ian. I'm sorry about that. We got cut off. My battery went.
Oh yes, go on. What did you have for me?
One I want to do say I think you make a good part or character.
Oh,
Doctor Who.
Yes, go on. The aggressor or something, the obsessor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I'm not saying it detrimentally because I've got to say your show is very good. You've got me hooked.
Bless you.
And you know what? If your ratings go down like you're frightened about and you're going to lose a job,
I'm terrified.
Come and work for me.
What do you do?
Well, I'll set a company up and I'll finance it and we'll do whatever you want to do.
Russell, are you very, very rich?
No.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm not interested. Very kind offer, but no, thank you. Mr. Peanut's in the Battersea. Hello, Mr. Peanut.
How you doing, mate?
I'm fine, my friend. What can I do for you?
Well, I feel in a good mood and I'm going to try and help you out.
Go on.
I want to give you an idea that you could do like on your show.
Oh, let's have it, yes.
Right, I was in the car and I was listening to the correspondent on Doctor Who.
Yes, sir.
And you had the other guy who was wanting to have a debate with him.
Yeah, Alan.
Right, what you could do is someone who knows the show and they want to have not an argument, but have got some kind of issues with someone that won't know they're on the show, you can have it live on. Obviously, you have to be careful that no one swears, but you can have it live on that the person who knows they're on the show has an issue with their boss or their cousin or their sister, and they can have that kind of debate without the other person on the other end of the phone knowing that they're on LBC. Because I quite like that debate. The other guy was trying to defend himself. Yasser was trying to defend himself, but the issues I thought was good issues. You could have maybe, you got to work on it. I'm not going to give you the 100% because I don't know how it would work, but you could do something like that.
It's certainly an idea to be considered. And if the laws of radio permitted me to put people on the air without them knowing, I would certainly do it. Anyway, that's by the by. If you missed the show today, it sounded a bit like this.
My name is Hannah, and the 5th prime number is 11.
What's the 1,000th prime number, Annabelle?
I don't know.
It's 7,919.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I just worked it out while you were talking, sorry.
Keep in touch, Ian.
God, you come down in the world listening to this radio station. I thought you had a bit of taste. It's rubbish. His show is probably the worst show on the radio.
I apologise for London for swearing on Ian Lee's show.
I apologise to London for swearing on the Ian Lee show.
I apologise to Ian for swearing on his show. Trying to mug me off, don't you?
Oh, put my fader up, young man. You're fired. You're fired. Then you want to fire that bed off? No, this isn't happening. Helen, I'm really sorry. Really sorry. You've been the best producer I've ever had. It's painful, isn't it? It's painful. It's painful. It's like watching a lost child in a supermarket looking for his mother. Helen, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to ask Agent Chris to become the producer again, and you're going to have to go back to your old job, which you do excellently. You do both of them excellently. He does one of them adequately. I can't believe... I didn't give out the date at the end. I didn't do the little catchphrase, my gift to you, because you had the flipping wrong thing to... Have you left my microphone? Without wishing to lower the tone any further than it's been lowered, did Simon Bennett cut the cheese during that travel broadcast? We suspect he may have done. There'll be a podcast of that, premium podcast, Simon Bennett, Breaking Wind. It's Triple M, Mixed Mental Mayhem. It's where, please don't ask why we call it that. It's lost in the times, the mists of history. 0870 9090 973. Anyone can call. We take your calls straight to air. You won't speak to Helen behind the glass. You won't speak to Agent Chris. You'll just come straight to air. Very quickly, the rules is as follows. There's a 7-second delay. So if you swear, we'll dump it. You won't hear it. It won't even be heard on the radio, and you'll be blacklisted from calling the station. Simple as. Let's just start. I like this bit. This is my favourite bit of the show. Line 1, you're on the radio. Line 1!
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, what's that?
I believe that's someone just doing a what's up, which was popular for about 20 minutes 7 years ago, if I'm correct. I'm not totally sure. Line 2, you're on the radio.
Rooster, it's about time you told Big Barry what you think of him. I think you should tell him tonight.
Hello, this is Ian Lee on LBC.
Did you hear that, Rooster? You got to tell Barry what you think about him. Tell him the truth.
Any idea what this man's talking about? Hello? Hello? Who is Rooster, please?
Rooster knows who Rooster is.
And who is Barry?
Ah, that's another one.
So that's another one. I got not a clue. So I fear someone may be shot this evening because of that message. I think we've given out one of those coded messages that are so dangerous in the spying world. Line 3, you're on the radio.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Is this Ian Lee?
Yes.
Ian, you are a vegetable. Oh, yes, that was good.
It wasn't, mate. It was rubbish, to be honest. It was rubbish. You can do better than that. Come on. Good, rubbish. Line 4, you're on the air.
Ian?
Yes?
I think you're a brilliant DJ, man. You're wicked. Big up yourself, man.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. I shall indeed be bigging up myself later on this evening. Probably in about 2 hours' time, I would have thought. Line 4, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the radio.
Who's that?
This is Ian Lee. Who's that?
It's Mo. Mo in the Stanmore.
Hello, Mo in the Stanmore. What can I do for you?
How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going home and playing computer game.
On your Xbox, yeah?
On my Xbox 360, my friend!
Yeah, but you want to get yourself a PSP, because that's even better.
I've got a PSP, but I don't play it very often.
Nah, my little boy's got one.
They're good machines.
And I end up playing it more myself.
Of course you do. Daddy, let Daddy have a go. No, let Daddy finish this go.
Let Daddy set it up. Daddy plays it.
Yeah, I remember, let Daddy set it up. What can I do? Why have you called in?
The reason I called is, since you had your little warning...
Yeah.
A few weeks ago...
Yes.
You've turned soft.
You're joking, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I think you need to get a little bit more aggressive.
So on Monday you want an aggressive show? Hang on a minute, we were slagging off old people in buggies the other day. That's quite aggressive.
That's what I like.
Oh, well,
we listen to you on the way home from work.
Yeah.
Calms us down, keeps us calm, keeps us cool. Because we like listening.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get I'll have a fight this weekend. I probably will have a fight this weekend. On Monday I'll come in spitting blood and nails. Line 2, you're on the radio.
Hi Ian, I'd like to, you're absolutely
Ben, you're banned. You're banned. Thank you, bye-bye. He's banned for the year. He wasn't even trying to do a disguised voice then. He keeps sending me emails. Some are really nice, saying, Iain, please, I'm really sorry, please let me come on. Some are really nasty. And then some are where he pretends to be a girl, saying, I think you should unban Ben, because I really like him. Line 3, you're on the radio.
In 1962, Candy Canberra went searching for an imaginary cat, and the public joined in. Chippy, 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 chippy. Chippy, 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 chippy. Chippy, 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 chippy. Is it a she or a he?
Oh, it's a he.
Oh, the dirty thing.
Is he wild? What's its name then?
It's, Tibby.
Tibby. I don't know, Timmy. And again he come to me. You saw it run down there.
Oh, there we go. I like the little pre-record. They're recorded, aren't they? The little bits at the top. That's what makes it so special for me. Thank you for that, my friend. Line 2, you're on the radio. Hello?
Woohoo! 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 Woohoo!
Yeah, mate, you're a legend.
Yeah, I beat ya! I knew I'd beat you! I've not lost one of these yet. I've not lost one. Thank you very much. Good call. 08709090973. You've kind of seen what happens during this. Now, if you want to take part, you're more than welcome to. Don't forget the rules. 7-second delay, so don't swear. It won't go on the radio, so you lose. You can only lose by doing that. That's the only rule. Line 4, you're on the radio. We'll wait for a second. It might be worth it. I think this one will be worth it. That's you!
Big up the lead!
It wasn't worth it. I'm sorry. We shouldn't have waited. If you want to come on and do that, that's fine. But we've been getting some really good ones recently. Be a little bit creative. Be a little bit imaginative. Line 2, you're on the radio. Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air. Oh, crikey!
Remember what you see is not a mystery, but
There we go, they cut themselves off. Wasn't the best recording, but that was fun. Line 2, you're on the radio.
I've got one thing to say to you.
Yes.
If you think it long enough, eventually you'll say it.
Wise words. Let's all bear that in mind over the weekend. Let's do one more before the break if we can. Line 3, you're on the air.
How was it, I hear you ask? Perfect.
I think that was Simon Bennett, wasn't it? Was that Simon Bennett? We'll leave it for a moment. 08709090973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. But we'll do some more after the break. Don't forget as well, we've got to the best Chris. We'll do that when we come back from the news. We've got the best Chris in the Hemel MP3 of the week. He's a boy genius. Next week we start afresh. We've got a brilliant one from Guy Fingers. A brilliant one. He's the bloke that started this whole thing off. A superb mastermind thing with me and Barry, which he has somehow cobbled together. Excellent stuff. Bit more Triple M and Chris in the Hemel after this.
Professor Schneelson has some exciting news.
It's in the Hemel MP3. What we've been doing, we've been asking you to send in MP3s, little bits and pieces that you've put together yourself. Hang on a second. Look at this. Look at these emails from Ben. Ben, I'm better than Chris from the Hemel. Ban him, not me. Why does Heather think she is... what a loser. Well done on an OK show. Ben, you're banned, mate. 2007, you're more than welcome to come and take part, but not today. Anyway, getting you to make up your own little bits and pieces. Some of them have been brilliant, some of them have been rubbish. We've got some cracking stuff for next week. Monday is going to be superb with Guy Fingers' new one. But all this week, we think we've discovered a new talent, Chris in the Hemel. He's 11 years old. We've been playing about 2 of his pieces a day. This is the best Chris in the Hemel clip that we think we've got.
Iain Lee is a busy bee, getting message from a friend and me. He always gets nutters on the show. He don't care, 'cause out they go.
Hey! He's a legend. And there are rumours around on the internet that Chris in the Hemel may be coming in to the studio one afternoon. We don't know if that's true or if that's myth and mystery. Anyway, back to Triple M. Take your call straight to air. Mixed Mental Mayhem, line 1. You're on the radio. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, that's you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hiya. Oh, sorry. I've got my radio on still.
Go on, turn it off.
Oh, it's off now.
Good work. What can I do for you?
It's the first time I've rang you. Sorry. I had to ring. I've never rang before.
Yeah.
And I was really upset because everyone was being so horrible to you for all the night.
It was horrible yesterday. It was hard work, and there's been a couple today that have been nasty.
Yeah.
But I don't mind.
Oh, are you really going to lose your job?
Well, I can't really talk about it.
Oh.
But yeah, you know, who knows? Who knows? Hey, listen, changes happen all the time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I really like your show, though.
Oh, I like you listening to my show. Anyway, listen.
I listen to it because I work in the car. Me and my mum work in the car, so we always listen because we're in the car.
You work in the car?
Well, sort of. We're going to we're home carers, so we listen to while we're working.
Oh, so you listen to us while you're going between jobs?
Yeah.
Hey, well, that's wicked. Thank you very much. I'm glad. I'm not losing my job. I'm here, hopefully, until October. Hopefully. That's what the contract says. But, as you know, it's crazy Christmas. No, I'm not going anywhere. Don't you worry about that. Line 3, you're on the radio.
Hello, Ian. It's Jackie from the Beckenham.
Hello, Jackie from the Beckenham.
Yeah, about all those callers that keep giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's best not to take any notice of them because they're a bit of a numbnut.
Numbnut, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
But anyway, I always listen to your show, as you know.
Thank you.
And keep going, yeah?
God bless you. Thank you very much, Jackie, for that. 0870 90... You know I'm not giving the number. You know the number, for goodness sakes. Line 3, you're on the radio.
Have my dick in.
Oh, you came in a little bit too early. We missed the beginning of it, but I believe he was trying to say you love Mike Dickin. The correct phrase, if you want to be a traditionalist, is you love Mike's Dickin. He put an S in there. But, well done. Good effort. Line 3.
Line 3, you're on the radio.
Hello, Ian. It's Jackie from the...
Well, that's a long delay, isn't it? It's about a minute delay we got going. Well done, you. Hello, you're on the air. Let's listen to let's listen to this fella messing up Mike Dickin.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Got something for your weekend?
Yes?
It's something like this.
Thanks very much. This is fun, isn't it? I like this. Line 4, you're on the radio.
From Drampton Home Entertainment, new audio pleasures for your ears, featuring Mick Robertson here, hiking with Felix Bonet. Family fun, I'm sure you will agree. They're available from all good video shops, according to Peter Powell, worth 5-10, some cash. Drampton Home Entertainment, the cheese on top of your platter. Goodbye.
Always delivers. I love that caller. Always comes up with the goods. That's a cracking call. Thank you very, very much. Love it. I love it. Line 2, you're on the air.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Boop, boop, I live in a jar of jam.
Yeah, so I think that ends quite rude, if I remember correctly. The version I was involved in being in a caravan. Wasn't that rude, actually? We could have got away with it. He wasn't a very good singer, though. Line 3, you're on the air. It wasn't unexpected. It was unexpected. It was that time, wasn't it? What was that theme tune? I can't think what it was. It wasn't Dempsey and Makepeace. It was. Oh, I don't know. If anyone knows what that was theme tune to, 0870 9090 973. Line 3, you're on the air.
We want Agent Chris. We want him back. You must give Helen the sack. We want Agent Chris. We want him back. You must give Helen the sack.
That's actually brought tears to my eyes. That's really lovely. Thank you. Well, because Agent Chris kept messing it up so much, we've had to swap them over. You've got your wish. But thank you for your protest song. There's a protest song about you two. Line 2, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is the
a rootin' tootin' G-man calling from the club in South Fork Ranch. Yeehaw! We all know that Ian Lee delivers. So, as a tribute to Ian Lee, we got the Julian Banjos with a deliverance. Take it away, boys.
Thanks very much. I don't know. Let's go to line number 4. Line 4, you're on the radio.
Oh, well gone.
Hi.
71.
Yep.
You're cool.
Nice one. I'm loving this tonight. I'm loving this. Line 2, you're on the radio.
Oh, I've just eaten a samosa. Sorry. Very nice.
Oh, sweet. Line 3, you're on the radio.
Would that be me, Mr. Lee?
It is, sir.
It's Roderick in Harpenden now. The devil are you?
I'm fine, Roderick. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you've received a package yet.
The package?
Yes, the tunes, man, the tunes.
Oh, you've sent me a brilliant CD. I haven't got it in front of me. Now, the thing is, on Friday, the post room, they kind of shut their doors quite early. So I'm going to go down there first thing Monday and see if it's there.
Man, just look forward to it. Have yourself a great weekend, and
mate,
good rocking next week, mate.
Listen, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. This is a fella who shares a love of Wood Eye by Chico Arnez. He's made a CD up for me, which hopefully I will have Monday. Thank you very, very much. Very kind of you. Line 2, you're on the radio.
G'day, Ian. It's Mikey from South Nord. How you doing?
Hey, Mikey from the South Nord. How are you doing?
We finally speak.
I know. What the hell is going on?
Well, you know what? I've just finished work. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And I've missed your whole show. So, like, can you just, like, brief me?
Today, yeah, what was happening? Okay, where can I go on holiday? I'm probably going to the Dominican Republic, I think it was. Have you ever looked through anybody's windows? And does anybody have net curtains? And then a few more old biddies phoned up to have a go at me as a bit of a hangover from yesterday, but then a lot of people phoned up to defend me. And then there was the correspondent update. I'm going to get rid of 3 of them next week. But Yasser, the Doctor Who correspondent, I thought was quite good, but Alan phoned up to complain about him. And then those two had a bit of a set too. And then we had people doing impressions of Gary and the Marylebone. Thanks very much. I'll be back on Monday at 3. Now it's time for the Nightly News.
This show is completely